done. So now we are live on YouTube as well. And I can go over to my little thing, my little chat tool, and I can do auto find and activate. This computer is running a little weird today. Okay, that needs to take a second for it to propagate. I don't know, something's weird about this computer. I think it's running out of like RAM, even though we were pretty good on RAM. I am beside myself annoyed at the fact that I can't find a single A to D chip, or sorry, D to A chip. I'm live, it's right there. So where's my chat thing? What do you mean no live or upcoming streams? It's right here. I'm right here. Well, eventually chat will be up. We got a shot of Julian who's just noodling around on his setup. He's got to start from scratch. Oh yeah, so Julian, I made it so that if anybody says Willow in chat, a little picture of Willow pulls up for just a second. He didn't hear me. Why is this thing unable to find it? What the hell? Oh my god. Auto find. No live or upcoming streams. And yet, there it is. So what's going on? This computer like died and nobody's informed me? Live stream. Synthesizer crimes with Julian. Science and technology. Privacy public. Test. Force the issue. There is now an active chat. There it is. Had to break it in with a message, I guess. Weird. Okay. All right. While you're doing that, I guess I'm gonna get started. Or I'll wait a minute. Give him a minute, let him noodle around. Actually, put it on the right. Perfect. I'm doing the Durtesta. Hey, Tequin. I know I'm up late when I get notified that Mr. Bother is live. Yeah, Tequin is all the way from New Zealand. You're from New Zealand, right? I got that right. Sorry, it's just, he's from Australia on a map. Because they never put New Zealand on a map. Move to Australia, ah! Yeah, I got a cousin in Brisbane that sometimes shows up, and whenever he shows up, I'm like, why are you here? And I'll do like a really terrible impression of an Australian accent, because as an American, it doesn't quite work. I'm not gonna do it now because it's bad. It does psychic damage to me. But yeah, he'll show up and I'm like, why are you up at 4 o'clock in the morning? I guess same question to you. Why are you up at like 3 o'clock? What's up, Walrus? How's it going? Because it's lucky they don't do daylight savings in Brisbane. Ah, yeah, well, we've got the schism between international daylight savings time and American daylight savings time. So we go like a week earlier for the DST, and then it totally messes everybody up because I've got a decent number of Europeans watching. So it's like, oh, Bother's an hour late today or an hour early or whatever. Oh, it's terrible. How's everybody doing? I've been tearing my hair out. New Zealand's a week out from Australia, with the exception of what, Brisbane? I mean, Australia's just 3 cities, right? One is the most remote city in the world. I'm racking my brain. I have a somewhere. It's true, I'm one of them. I get statistics. I know what's up. I know where you all live. I know where you pee. I've seen it. Twitch showed me. It was horrifying. So the part that I'm looking for is a single digital to analog. And it is this size. No, wait, not that size. Don't look, don't look, don't look. This size. It is this size, and I believe it is in a plastic sleeve, unless it's in a little cardboard box. But I think it's in a plastic sleeve. The thing is, it is a digital to analog converter, so it's digital. So it has a particular pinout. I can't really swap in a different chip because it's so specialized. It's also rare. One of the chips is worth $15. Something this big. And I know I have one because I found the Mauser order that said that I ordered 2. One of them went to my ornamentation and crimes, my micro ornamentation and crimes. UOC. The one for Julian is at large, and I have looked through my bins quite a bit to try to find the culprit, and I just can't seem to locate it. I don't know what happened to it. What would I have done? What would Brian Boitano do? What would I have done? Where would I have put it? I know these aren't it. These are not. And they're all the same thing. Fuzz-O-Vision. So these are not it. Yeah, let's see if we can get Julian on here. There we go. Let's bring him up a little bit. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, beep. The organization of the shop is such that I have room for myself, and because we were working on this monster of a simulator setup over there, I don't really have much place for Julian to do his stuff, to do his dark work. So I placed him on the stool, and that's where he's gonna play tunes. What I should do is try to, like, I don't know, get like a small folding, like, closet, or just like something that can go right here and make a little bit of desk space, because this I've tried many times to clean up and it doesn't really clean up. And by the way, this is where I would expect to have found that sleeve with the chips in it, but no, it's not there. I looked about 3 times and there's no sleeve that I think it's blue, and it has one of those $15 DACs in it. It uses magical breath to save the maiden fair. There's Willow. BFF Willow. So she tried. She came downstairs and she was under the desk and she was looking up at Julian as he was, getting his gear unpacked. And the prospect of an object that was larger than her in the hands of a human made her immediately leave. She left. She could not stand it. She tried because she loves my guests. If I have a guest, she is just in love with that person. And Julian is no exception, and he loves dogs, and they're quite the pair together, but she couldn't do it. She had to leave. She had to politely get up and go upstairs for, I don't know, fairer shores or whatever. She just couldn't stand it. Didn't like the noise, so sadly, she is not hanging out with us today. But she's in the house, and she's allowed to come downstairs if she wants. She's just not a fan. All right, I want to get started because this is going to be a lot of work putting this thing together. My conundrum about not being able to find that part is very real and very annoying, and I think what I want to do is build up as much of the circuit board as possible, and at the very last second, swap it out like Indiana Jones and take the DAC out of my my ornament and crimes and put it on Julian's so we can make sure the rest of the board works and so that he can leave here with the synthesizer. I hope we are able to do that.
So I love you. And you love me, and we're a happy family.
I can't believe you could say that in front of all of them.
I'm not supposed to tell people that.
Now they know. Now they know we don't really have a choice. All right, so big capacitors I have. This is the DAC. I don't have the TLO, the 2-chip synth thingies I have, and we're just gonna have to go through this and build it all, and it's gonna be a pain in the butt to get all of these resistors and capacitors, but we'll get through it. So I have a bill of materials. I don't really need a build guide. I know what I'm doing, and I have a bill of materials that I just randomly found on the internet. OC Rev 2 2E. Let's just make sure that we've got, what Rev do we have here? What Rev? I know Julian's taking up a lot of the screen, but we can work within our original OC by mix.
So this is great.
CC by
what
SA.
you're building is going to go into this case,
Mm-hmm.
in the new version of this case. And this case is specifically a performance case.
Oh,
So everything is made besides that and these two guys right here, a quantizer and a peaks, which I may not keep, which is based off the mutable instruments thing.
mm-hmm.
It's all
Oh yeah, you wanted me
much
to
analog.
saw one in half.
and that was the kinks.
That was kinks. Okay.
And that's that one that we cut in half is going to go in
Oh.
in here too. But this is literally supposed to be will be a performance instrument.
Oh.
And then I have another case that is a sampling case, and then I'll have another case that is more of a sound design case.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I'm very excited because this is gonna
You're specializing.
give me some extra super awesome inputs. Oh, it's flipped. I can flip it. Oh my god.
Flip it.
I can do flippy flippies. Oh my god, I love flippy flippies. Look, see it goes. See, look here it's one way, right? And then I can go flippy flippy, and now it's the other way.
By God. I don't know if there's a utility for flipping the screen. What's that?
Is that backwards? No. Is that
It would
reading
be-
right on that screen? Yeah, it is. Never mind.
My screen is not flipped. No.
Yo flipped. I like this panel too.
Flippy.
It's kind of nice. Texture.
I told you, but I need to buy a bunch of blanks, and then I can use the.
You just buy metal at you have a drill process?
Yeah, well, you're sitting in front of it.
Oh yeah. So you should just buy can you cut metal too?
Yeah.
Like you should just buy
I don't know how
aluminum.
cleanly I can cut it, but
Oh,
yeah, I think I can do
you
it
know
pretty
what
well.
I'm saying? Like-
Yeah.
Because that's what Dave and I have done in the past.
Just cut them.
Otherwise, you can 3D print them, but 3D printed panels are kind of meh. I haven't been a fan of them.
Yeah, so the 3D printed panels are okay, but any markings that I put on them, they rub off like immediately. So
Yeah, what you can do is get vinyl and vinyl wrap them.
yeah, maybe
But it's
vinyl
still
wrap
not
the
great.
3D print. But if I just buy blanks, then I can use the 3D print to tell me where to drill, basically.
You can.
All right, so this is actually not
All right.
what I need. I need
All right. So
Original.
I'm gonna make a song, sort of. Stop. I'm gonna make stuff. Using this setup that I can slowly put together. Okay. That's it. Just that one note for the rest of the day.
that's all we get. We got one note, and you guys used it early, and that's it. So I hope you're all happy that you've ruined this for all of us.
Your fault.
This is your fault. This is chat's fault. Is this just a PNG and it's going to be all blurry? I love it. All right, well, I guess we can do that. All right, starting at U1. I guess we'll get our chips in here because I spent the time to actually get them all organized. I did nothing wrong. The jury's still out on that one. Covetous worm. You worm! That was Soul Calibur. Who was that in Soul Calibur? Calling everybody worms? Watamaki. Most basic streamer move. Blame the chat. You know, and that's where I have like an edge. That's where I'm edging with you guys. Is that wait, get the latest version of Firefox. Go away. That's my edge, chat, is that I actually treat you guys like human beings. That's where we differ from other streamers. All right, so I'm gonna need the needle tip. I guess we've already got it on there. And look at that thermal of Julian playing music. That's not mirrored, that is another camera on him. Look at that. Beautiful. I'm gonna bring that up, actually, as long as I have multiple frames that are focused on this pure talent. Bring that to the top. There it is. Actually, this is kind of cool, Julian. Look at this. Julian. I've got layers of Julian. It's like 3 windows of you. Paloozer! A 3-stream streak. Haystack Calhoun says, hi, Music Man. Yeah, the stream streak thing bugs me because I'll watch Rabaz and it'll be like, oh, bother, announce your 150 stream streak. And I'm like, no, I will not. I will not tell anybody that I've seen that many Rabaz streams in a row. That's not something that I want to talk about. So I believe this is U1. Possibly. Well, that one was the big guy, and we should probably wait to do the big guy. I lost all my streaks when I was in hospital, big sad. But you're not in hospital now, right? So that's something to, I don't know, something to not be sad about. Oh, I don't know if I have one of these. I'm gonna be missing all kinds of parts, it seems. We'll get most of it done though. I would like Julian to be able to leave here with one of these, but I don't know if that's gonna be possible. Let's get some of these op amps down. So we're gonna do U4, U3, and if I remember this correctly, yeah, I'm remembering our build of this. So 4 and 3 are gonna be one particular op amp, and then 5 and 10 are gonna be another one. And we're going off a schematic. I don't have a bill of material. Saw you on YouTube. Who'd you see on YouTube? Oh, you didn't get a notification, but you saw the YouTube one. Twitch is acting weird. My browser was like frozen on Twitch. So it would like, I wasn't able to click into my own title to edit it. It was really weird. I don't know what's going on with it. U68. This may not correspond correctly. Yeah, this is U5A, B, and C. U5 is a 2172. And this is U5. Okay, so that's a 2172. All right, let's get that in there then. Shouldn't you start with the SMD? Yeah, you start with, there's no rigid start point for building a circuit board, but you want to go by height. You go by height and you work your way to taller and taller things until you've done all the through holes last. So 2171 is the one that I have, not a 2172. It's a slight difference in the voltage stuff, but there's really shouldn't be any musically discernible difference between the OPA 2171 and the 2172. Unless you're a snob. You could be a snob.
Okay, cable's broken.
What?
Damn it, these attach cables are break.
No. Everything's cheap and everything's expensive. All at once. All the time. Is it an electrical issue? Alright, that's all the way over to one side, so I'm just gonna like scooch it. A little bit of scooching. Now, if I was really fancy about this, we could put this all on with solder paste and then put it on the hot plate that I have. But that hot plate is a liability, so I think we're just gonna do it this way. We're just gonna do it this way. I'm gonna put the ICs down, then we'll do maybe resistors or capacitors. I haven't decided yet. The resistors and capacitors are gonna be very annoying, depending on whether or not I have a good either schematic or a bill of materials. So I have a schematic up, but I don't know if it's the schematic. Digging the chill music. Julian, people already love you. They love you. They wanna be you. They wanna wear your skin.
Huh? What?
With a baseball bat. I'm saying, they like your musical sounds.
Oh my gosh, somebody loves me!
For once.
Hey.
So you gotta lean into it until you get a reaction.
Nope. Yeah. Hold on.
We did it. We put a chip in. Which one's that? That was U10. Let's check what U10 is. We want to wear his skin. First time I'm hearing about that.
You can wear my skin.
Well, everybody was talking about it without you. Yeah, your skin. I said they love you. They want to wear your skin. They want to suck out one of your eyeballs and chew on it. Surely some of you know the reference that I'm making there to the King Missile song. These aren't the right U's and R's unless U6 is one of these. U3, U4. Well, I hope that one was supposed to be an OPA. Let me go get my crimes and ornamentation. I want to go have a reference here.
Crime.
Ornament, whatever. Shut up.
Crimes and orientation sounds like
Crimes and
1920s problem.
Crimes and orientation.
Crimes and orientation, right? Crimes of orientation.
I'm gonna unplug for. With an increasing frequency of both being the same thing.
Crime.
And by the way, we don't mean just like being gay is doing crime. You got to do both. They're separate things. Hopefully in more places lately. Okay, so I have my crimes, which is supposed to be a dead Teensy 3.0, but apparently this works perfectly fine. Julian has purchased the Teensy 4.0 backside.
I like that 4.0 backside.
So, this thing apparently is completely pin compatible. But now I can actually see where all the chips and stuff are. I'm gonna put this back on Julian. Back over on Julian. Either the name of things is already an extra step. Gay people barely show up on crime statistics. Oh. They should try harder. Okay, so I put the wrong thing in the wrong spot. I've already messed up. Wow, this one's using an LF363 and an OPA 2337. Oh, no, that is in the right spot. Okay, so these two need to be the OPAs. What the heck? Brink Gigi subbed for 37 months. Finally, a stream I can catch. It's been a minute, hope it's all going well. I've had this whole thing, not just with Brink Gigi, but with viewers in general, where we've gone to like a new cycle of people. And it's kind of weird, it's kind of cool, where like everybody who watched my stream, who hasn't really been showing up, went and got like a life. They're actually like doing really well in the world. And that's good to see. I'm happy if you guys miss streams to do IRL or to be prolific or to be gay and do crime. Any of those, I'm totally cool with. If you're missing my streams because you don't like me, that's not an excuse. You have to watch. I don't make the rules. Look at all the leftover flux. You shut. Oh man, that was my excuse. It's not gonna fly. It's just not gonna fly. So I was looking at the parts for the other ornamentation and crimes, and I'm like, where are all of those parts? What happened to them? I'm not sure why, but Bother is a gay crime advocate. But that's not describing the, I'm very cis, unfortunately for you guys. All right, so align it, and then try not to put too much solder on it, so that when your friends look at it, they don't go, wow, you used a lot of solder, huh? And you go, you can be cis and gay. Cis just means you're happy with your gender. See, that distinction is kind of like a newer thing. It's not newer, but it's just something that people have been making sure to distinguish. All right, so there's that. Now, if I was using hot air, this would just align itself. Oh, is everybody jamming out? I can barely hear the music. So if you hear what you like, be sure to tell Julian that. I'll be sure to relay it. Relay the information. Oh, I can hear it getting way more layered though. So this is a fairly slow method, but for the SOIC sized chips, going for individual pins is fine. I just have to make sure I'm not using too much solder. Generally, what people will do for chips is they will do what's called drag soldering, which is where you load this thing up with flux and then you put a bunch of solder on the iron tip and you rely on the surface tension of the metal in order to have it carry on to the pad, and it'll very evenly solder everything and put just the perfect amount of solder on, and it takes only a second to do. Are we getting ancient enough that the definitions have changed? They have been malleable from the very start, yes. They're clarified is more the appropriate phrasing on that. Do you need a special iron tip? Just a big one is generally, but there are tips that are specialized for drag soldering, which are like a big wedge that you can just pull across. But I could drag solder with anything. I could do it with this tip even if I wanted to. The point of a big tip is that it's able to supply a large volume of heat. I think of heat as having like pressure and volume, so you can add heat to the tip, or you can have it with just a bunch of, like a big reservoir of heat. And so if you have a big tip with a big reservoir of heat, you just go blah, 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 and it solders everything perfectly. It's a neat technique. I'm not doing it today just because, I don't know, I just want to do this my way. Double check the orientation, everybody's facing the right direction. And so these down here are not a dual pot, they're an LF353. So we have to find that part. An LF353. Hey, why don't you stop? Don't look at Julian, you come back here. Yeah! Oh, it starts soon. We have started. More flux and you can do the dirtiest drag solder, but with 4 pins it's not worth it. You know, but the end look of it all is sometimes worth it. Where is my framed? Boink. There he is. There's Julian. You didn't clean up after sneezing on your board. Yeah, that's why it's green. Here, I need to get this packaging slip out of here because that's got Julian's information on it. Whoa! Okay, that's everybody. All right. We're doing Morse code. It's like...
Oh, dang, that's time to keep medicine. Drugs.
I was like, who's Morse code communicating with the Julian?
Telling me to take medicine.
No, you're not allowed to do that.
Oh no.
All right, LF353, and it's a singular thing, right? What's up, Lone Dog? It is indeed afternoon. I have a Julian here, and he is playing a music.
A music.
One music.
One music. Only one. A continuous, non-stop music.
I can't believe you found the exact mixer that I was building.
Me?
Yeah, the Brit thing that you linked, the mixer that we were building, all of that complexity that I was putting into it.
What?
The mixer.
Headphone.
Yeah. And all of that, and then you found the exact one for like, it used like none of the chips. It was super simple. It was everything my design wasn't.
I did?
Yeah, you linked me to it. Yeah. It was exactly the thing. I've never even once. I'm looking for the LF353. I don't know if I have it in its own bin. I might. I'm just looking through these again, because again, I'm missing the DAC, which looks like this. And apparently I had two of them. I don't know where the other one went.
Are you?
What do you mean? Oh yeah.
Yep.
I have a lot of very specific weird things that I follow. Julian's encoding his personal information in Morse code into the music.
Literally Morse code for drugs.
Oh really?
It literally spells out.
It's just drugs. I bought one of those little Morse code trainer boards. I can't wait for that thing to come in the mail. It's really fun. That's not it. 80 boob? No, it's not it. 8833. Oh. No, not 324. LF353. Wait, 363? LF363. Yeah, this one's a little fairly boogery. I didn't really clean up after doing all the solder. LF353. Oh. There we go. Let's grab a couple of these. Flux. I know, that board needs a bath. Probably should utilize the ultrasonic cleaner that I have and be more like Louis Rossman. Father, why aren't you like Louis Rossman? I don't know. What do they call for in this one? It's OPA 2172 and MCP 6004. So do I want to use the LF353 or do I want to use the MCP 6000? Wait, and 4? Oh, this is a different design entirely. They're using quad ops. We were using dual. What is that? Wait, what is that? What is this chip? Oh, I think this is just something that I failed to put away in the right spot. $6,004ist 2307 microchip. Oh, 6004. Oh, it's this chip. Okay. Just got in the wrong bin. Eh. I could use a bath too. True. So do I have an MCP 6002? No. So this is the one that we're going to use. I think there was, whatever guide I was following said you could swap these in, so that's what we'll do. Put these two down here. Yeah, so we're just doing a bunch of soldering today. I don't have the beautiful and viral moment of putting this thing on a hot plate and having all the stuff flow over at once. One day we will get that shot on a circuit board and I will have you guys like little minions. You guys will flood the internet with it and then we'll get people to watch my stream. How am I gonna reach everything from this? Well, we can do it this way. Okay. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, it's a good shot to get. I mean, it's a lot of fun, and we have a really good microscope here, so. God, my hands have started to get a little shaky. See that? That little tremor. I don't like that. I guess it's just getting older. I did also have a bunch of caffeine today, so maybe that's it. Glucose check? Now the glucose is probably, oh, you know what? I didn't bolus for lunch. Uh-oh. Hold on. Double check thing. That's why I feel a little weird. Frame, where's frame BG? Oh, it's not on the microscope view. We have it here. Let's see. Oh yeah, I'm gonna address that. Address me! What does it want to give me? I only have 30 units in the reservoir. Oh, it's already given me enough that it thinks I don't need any more. So Android Auto Pancreas System just stepped in after I ate half a hoagie and is doing all of my management for me. I burned myself 3 times on my hot plate. I might do that again later when I abuse it as a board preheater when I solder a new VRAM onto a GPU. That sounds like an absolutely fascinating thing to be doing. It sounds very complicated, whereas this stuff is like caveman compared. What up, Go Mania? Go. Yeah, Mania. Okay, I got it right. We got Julian here. He's playing their musics. Look at him on the thermals. He's dissipating heat. Yes, very good. Okay, and then there, and we're gonna solder the other one on the board before I accidentally lift it up and drop it somewhere. GDR5, GDR6 are ball grid arrays, and I hate them. Yeah, you can't really check to see if everything's properly soldered. You have to either, well, X-ray would be one of the ways to check. Did I get a permit to build crimes modules? No, but you guys aren't fucking stitches, all right? Snitches. I jumped the gun on that. I'm sorry. Brain working faster than my mouth. Been trying to get cars maintained and other junk around the place. Yeah, my car looks like it's basically the floor of a pine grove of pine trees, and it is slowly rusting itself to death. Feel bad. I really need to do car maintenance time. I haven't been driving like at all. I've just been hanging out with you guys. Feels bad because my car discharges very quickly. This music is perfect to use with that shot. Hell yeah, brother. Really knows what's up. Yeah, trying to automate away anything that I can screw up is sort of the name of the game, right? Do a Nile Red and buy an X-ray machine, then you can try to inspect your PGAs with that. There was, closing down dentistries are not uncommon, and they will be selling their old gear. The problem is, you don't know what the tube has been through, the X-ray tube, so it can be in sort of dire straits when you purchase an unknown used X-ray tube. Boy, the Nile Red stuff is crazy. I don't want to be exposed to X-rays, thank you very much. Having an X-ray laser like they use in dental photography. How expensive is it? It's the reason they get rid of the machine. Sometimes. It's also, I think it's like a regulated thing too. So like while you can buy them used, I think you have to have certifications to buy it new. But that said, if I were doing that for inspection of electronics, I mean, I could justify that. Having a little less life. This is gonna bug me that these two are off kilter by a little bit. I can take hot air to them later and they'll straighten it up. Oh, I'm on the wrong scene. Blurp. Dentist X-ray machines aren't super useful for repurposing unless you want to use it to erase windowless proms. You can just put a windowless prom in the sun and it will erase, or an ultraviolet light. You don't need an X-ray. But I don't see why that wouldn't be useful if you set up your shot correctly so you get a good picture. That's the harder part. I've used an X-ray microscope before to try to determine what circuit was in a potted bomb. They had epoxy coated the whole thing, and so we used an X-ray microscope. And what's cool about the X-ray microscope is that you can get like a GIF image, an animated GIF image of a fly around of the X-ray. So it's like you're in a tiny little helicopter flying around what is basically an outline of the epoxy chip, and you can see the internal pins go all the way up to the die. Pretty cool stuff. How dangerous do you think those manometers at the airport are? Because I went through like 6 of them this week. Eye twitches, grows another arm. Yeah, I don't know. The micro imager, typically I'll skip it because none of the diabetes equipment has been tested in it. But I think enough time has gone by with them that with no problems that I think I could probably just go into the porno scanner that they have. All right, so R's and C's are the name of the game now. We've unfortunately done the fun part, and now we're on to the R and C part. Not the random number generator. I mean the R's and C's. You were able to use it yourself? Usually you have to ask a lad to do it for you. Well, the FBI purchased the big machine. It was the size of a refrigerator, which was kind of cool. But are these the same R's and C numbers? I think I need to find a bill of materials because going through these is going to be miserable. Yeah, U4, U3, U4, U3, U5, U10, U10, C23. Okay, so these are the same revision of board. I need to find a guide for that so that I can get R1, R2, etc., etc. Yeah, original OC by MXMXMX. They're both the same, but the markings are a little different because they're different boards. So this is a bad one, but this is MXMXMX's schematic from MXMXMXMX.
What's the problem?
Just looking up OC hardware. UOC. That's what we didn't do. That was the big OC that we were looking at.
You can, yeah, that's not going to give it. You go to.
No, I just want to get the like bill of material.
The build guide or the build materials?
Yeah, build guide would be fine.
Yeah, so go to type in Pusherman. Like with.
Gonna be some weird porno?
No, Pusherman and then ornament and climb. And then that website should have. They should have the no build materials.
Page not found. That's a page 17 of Modu Wiggler. I'm not gonna look at that right now.
Oh, you know what? Duh, idiot. Go to Phaserville.
Phaserville.
I'm an idiot, not you.
Oh.
Phaserville.
Into AOL?
No, just Phaserville. You don't need anything else. Click on Phaserville Suites. No, stop it. Click that. Thank you. Okay, there should be stuff on that website. That site is the guy who makes the firmware, the like good firmware. So there should be. You had it open.
I'm just pissing you off.
So that's for the 4.1 version.
Okay.
But it looks like there's the 4.0 in the middle there.
4.0.
So
multiple apps can fit on the original.
Is there anything on the left that gives you like build stuff? No.
Build choices.
Yeah, but those are for the firmwares.
Generate custom OC firmware, teensy 3.2. And the teensy 4 just works with the 3.2 apparently. Yeah, this is more download or release, request a custom build, firmware, calibration info. Okay, so this is, yeah, I'm looking for
here.
No, it's fine. Let me do it.
Go to the website.
See, bomb. 8 HP, jack plug. Yeah, that's the big one. Looking for the little one. DIY UIC module. Here we go. That's the ticket. S&D practice kit, hot air station. Here's the basic build guide. Here we go. Red or yellow PCB. That's not correct.
You could also maybe look at the website that I got it from, Modular Addict.
The problem with this BOM that I really don't like is that this is just, yeah, Modular Addict maybe. They don't tell you what R1, R2, etc. The whole purpose of a bill of material is to call out what the values of all this stuff is, so that I can just look at R1 on the board here and I know what value of component to put in there. What really worries me about the airport scanners is that it usually flags around my crotch area, and I think they just feel me up to confirm it is really that small. I have nothing to say. I'm speechless about how pathetic you are. Anyway, not virus.exe. You know, just typing dot and then exe afterwards is enough to get some of the spam filters to flag your message. See, I don't know if this is correct. See, they've got a green board, and yet in the build thing that they link to for the build guide, it's really annoying. And then, oh, this is Google Doc. Maybe this will have it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, cool. This one has all the C's and R's and stuff. All right, cool. So we can go value by value and populate this where they go. So now we are going to get 22 picofarad capacitors. And we just start distributing it around the board. So I need to get my caps over here. 22K, 1 mega ohm. Are we doing all the capacitors first? That's a lot of capacitors to go through. I'm digging through my surface mount collection here to try to dig out some of these things. I guess some of the capacitors are in little kits too. All right, I gotta stand up. We'll put you guys here. Julian will babysit you guys. Here you go. So what is micro ornament and crime module to begin with? This is a utility module. It does either control voltages or...
It's more than it's an everything module.
It's an everything module.
It can do all the things.
Whatever things you can get a microcontroller to do.
It can do more.
Really?
It can do audio.
Jeez.
Yeah, the new one is great.
Yeah. Yeah, with the power of the teensy 4.1, it can do even more. So it'll do crimes to your ears. That's right. Something like that. That component, I remember we had to harvest from something, so I don't know if I'll be able to find one of these. We'll see. 22P. That's you. Damn it! These are too big. I need my big thing of caps. Exactly. Find it. There we go. There they are. I guess I've got a whole book full of caps too. We should maybe use those. Well, we'll go there if we need to find any, but here we can find 20p. Gone. Nothing. Son of a bitch. Capacitors. I got a reference book. Capacitors. Huntington, number wang. Where am I looking? 22p. These are tiny. Tiny little guys. We got 4 of them to go in. Julian's getting very arpeggiated over there. Probably should have gotten larger capacitors. These are like not even there. Okay, well, 22p. We're looking for C15, 16, 17, and 18. 17. So let's get that one started. Ah, I put stuff on top of the soldering iron cable. What is wrong with me? This is probably going to take me longer than today, Julian. He's just happy that he got his headphones back. 15, 16, 17, and 18. So here's 17. I'll just mark that. It's going to get this...
Did you fart? Did you fart?
No,
Stop farting.
it just said chicken. Did your phone just say chicken?
What about chicken? I love chicken.
Your phone said something.
Oh, fried chicken.
Look at
fried chicken.
Look at how I get blamed. 15, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So 15.
It's a Gambit saying fried chicken.
Oh.
The X-Men animated series.
Did you see the new stuff?
I didn't. I tried to watch it. The animation was atrocious.
Really? Oh, I kind of enjoyed it. It has that thing that comic books do where they kind of waffle on and then you're like, wait, the world's exploding? Like when did we get here? Yeah, it was kind of what I remember of the 90s.
No, the 90s was better.
Really?
Yeah, this was that bad, like, simplified, like, computer animated.
I see. Yeah, computer 2D. Computer blue.
So I'm gonna go grab this.
Yeah, go for it.
Like,
No, but when you unplug the cable itself, I'd like to. Well, hold on. It's down. It's down. It's down. I'm being picked up by 2 microphones right now.
you've ever picked up by anything.
It's most anything's ever picked me up. Even my mother. You hear that, guys? It's on record. Julian said he's gonna give me a hug. I'm gonna get a hug. Hey, what's up, Go Mania? Oh no, all of Bother's supplies are empty. It's like the last time I built one of these, the last time I built a crimes and ornamentation module, I used up my stuff and I forgot to replenish it. That's how things go around here anyway. So yeah, it's gonna get this pathetically small capacitor in here, but I guess we're okay with that. We can live with that. Look at the gams on that guy. Who is that sitting at the bench? Crazy. Legs for days. Beep, beep, boop, beep, beep, beep. Julian just kind of left his stuff to sort of plink and bloop while we're here. We're gonna try to get as much of this done as possible. This will take me a couple hours, and the most annoying part is gonna be finding all of this stuff. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the parts books, because that'll make it easier for us to find all the individual values of resistors. And once we get all that stuff down, the annoyance will come to a middle. I'm debating on whether or not I want to put this on the hot plate just to kind of reorient all the stuff that I've soldered down. What's up, Hedonica? Hedonica. Hey, guest. Wedgie to prove bother, have friends. No, he's not real. See, there's nothing in the chair. He's not real. We all hallucinated this person's existence. So this is the easiest way. If you have a circuit board that you need to build that has a bunch of components, I would hope that you have an 0805 sized compatible board, which is what this is. My parts are a little smaller than 0805, but in that size, you can at least swap the other ones in and they work perfectly well. 0402 is as small as I will get. 0603 is a nice comfort zone where the components still actually have labels on them. And that's kind of annoying, or that's kind of important for me, is that I can see what the components are that I'm putting down. Then, instead of looking at a schematic, you don't need to look at a schematic until you start troubleshooting. What you need is a bill of materials that calls out what all the different values of C and R are. And if the board is designed properly, you do not have individual component values on the board itself. You have this code, which is referred to by a table, because then, if you do revisions or you can't find a particular part, you can just change this table and then your design changes in the end. It's the thing that linear circuits ran into, because I think they're doing it properly now, but in the linear circuits, the brain custard that I have sitting right here, the brain custard, there's a couple revisions. If you want it to do control voltage speed signals, or if you want it to do audio speed signals, you have to change some resistors and capacitors that make the neural network that makes a brain custard function faster or slower. So in order to get all of my wobbling, withering, wobbling waves, I have the brain custard set to a very low speed. And to do that, you swap out certain parts, but when it instructs you in the bill of materials what parts to swap out, there's no reference to an individual part. It simply says swap these particular value of components with a new value of components, and then they have to have a picture of the board to show you where the different things swap out. Whereas they could just have it on the table here and say this value or this value depending on what you want to do. So yeah, 22 or 18p. See, just in the notes section, you can just have all of your big corrections and you don't have to have like a picture of the circuit board that references the different areas. There's a reason we do things a particular way, and it's that we're very lazy and we like things to work out in the end. So 560 picofarad, let's find those. Julian just told me to stop saying words, so I guess I'm no longer allowed to communicate. Sorry, everybody. C22. C-Twintington. C22. I'm just marking it here with a little blob of solder so that I know where it is. It helps me find it when there's a big field of stuff. C22, 25, and 26. 22, 25. Because these are op-amp designs, these are dual op-amp chips, so generally you're going to see the same thing on both sides. So when I'm looking for the subsequent component value, I know that it's probably going to be on the other side of the chip. So 22, 25, 26, and 27. This is a nice like Zen. That was not a nice Zen. There was nothing Zen about what just happened there. 26 and 27, is that the one to look for? Yeah, 26 and 27. 27. You can turn your brain off and just kind of look for the values of things to solder. The best time to do something like this is when you're getting paid. That's the best time, is spending 2 days building up a circuit while being paid for it is like the best thing ever. It's amazing.
That's not the best thing ever. The best thing ever is love.
No, no,
Love.
no love.
Love.
Just building circuit boards, that's all. The value of the component is 560 picofarads. 560, huh? Do I have those over there? No, I don't. No, my collection over there is pretty bad. We got to rely on these books. 500, 130, 150, 180. Nanofarad we've gotten into. 560, there we go. Ooh, yeah, I'm running out of these. Running out of these. These seem to be popular in the voltage levels of modular. So 4 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not much adhesive on that. What I love is all the little helpers that you can 3D print for doing this kind of stuff, like getting the components out of the little sleeves that they come in and putting them into a bin. You can 3D print a thing that'll separate the plastic from the paper. Julian, don't read my old direction. Oh, my old message is bad direction.
What old?
I don't know. When was the last message that bad direction said? I don't see it anywhere.
Bad direction.
It's just a screen name. Man, I have a small business. I was trying to start up a platform because I got a trial license of it and it wasn't working. Beating my head trying to work.
That
The issue is that was motion detected because I'm down here yelling at the furniture in the basement. So if somebody approaches my house, I want to make sure that I have a gun in my hand.
a gun in your hand?
Yeah, a gun in my hand.
Yeah. Guys, he has he keeps forgetting that my super soaker is not count.
It's a super soaker filled with sulfuric acid because Chad always wants me to weaponize all of my automated stuff there. I got you on this window over here if you want to see chat.
I can't see that.
Okay, or you could just look over here.
That's what I've been doing.
Okay.
Hey, gum. Yes, gum. Adana gum. We need that.
Yeah, no, gum. I spit gum into their hair, and then they're disoriented long enough for the police to come. All right, let's see. So, 4 capacitors on the table.
How many people are here today?
Right now we got 29.
You have 11,000 followers.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
You sure? Yeah, but they all have lives, and they all
but
go
that's
touch
still
grass.
impressive, bro.
They're out there touching grass and not watching my streams, which is rude, frankly. One of the caps just fell through there, I saw. They only follow me because you're around. They're trying to be cool, acting out in front of their older brother's friends. We are all bots. Do. We are the robots. Dun, 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 dun. Do, 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 factory. Dun, 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 dun. We are the robots. Eh. You guys are robots? Good to have you here. Hope you have fun. Great, now I'm reduced to a bot. Thank you, Bother. You mean, you guys are all those... Actually, if I could get all of those automated cars in Georgia while they're tootling around to that one person's neighborhood, if they could also just open up my stream on their little screens, that would be great. I would have like 50 viewers, all from the same neighborhood in Georgia with a bunch of autonomous cars just aimlessly driving around. Did you see that story, Julian? Where all of the autonomous cars like descended upon a neighborhood and were just driving around aimlessly?
No, that's pretty.
They were either, well, it was either they're gathering information or they're just simply not being expensive in a parking space. So instead the autonomous cars just wander around. But this person must have lived somewhere near an activity hub because they had something like 50 of the mofos, these Waymo cars or whatever they are, driving around. Some of them pretty fast too. I know. They're pretty hideous looking cars, to be honest. The one thing I can't get him to stop doing is yawning on stream. I know I'm boring, but...
Julian, don't read my old message. What?
There was no old message. I don't know what he's talking about.
What are you talking about, bad direction? Why are you confusing me? You're a bot? What? He's a bot?
Everybody's bots. That's where the subject came. Julian comes up. He comes up for air after fooling with the synthesizer for a while. We got to kind of like get him up to speed. Yeah. Things don't move as quickly as you think they do, though, so you're fine.
Internet.
The internet moves pretty quick, but not here, it doesn't. All right, there we go. We got those capacitors in. Next.
Done yet?
I know there's so much. 16.1 microfarad capacitors. Luckily, I have a lot of them. I'm gonna guess the ones that are near everything. I have several of these capacitors. Open Bother's stream on the screen inside of a fleet of autonomous taxicabs. Yeah, because you'll all have unique IP addresses and stuff. All right, this one's gonna be a pain in the butt. It's gonna be all of the caps that are connected to ground that are right near these chips. So these two I know are part of that, but I'm just gonna go through them numerically to make sure I get the right one. 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. C5, oh, we're right at the beginning. We're right at the right spot. Lo and behold, the first decoupling capacitor to go down, C5, was right near the DAC, which this whole board is made around. So C5, C6, C6, so C8, we'll get to that one. C6. When you have this open in the CAD tool that you use to create it, you can actually look up stuff and it'll highlight where you're looking. So if you're doing a build of your own design, it's actually really easy to find where everything goes. For us, we've got to do a little bit of Where's Waldo here. Or Where's Wally if you know who you are. Why am I unable to find C6? Julian's making amazing noises that I'll never be able to replicate. It does sound pretty cool. CS? C30 is probably going to be a decoupling. C6. We might actually, you know what? We might as well just individually populate these if this is going to take us on a journey across the entire board. I want to take you on a roller coaster. I'm just taking a couple of them out so that I have something to grab. Out and on the desk. There we go. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. These are all fine. They're capacitor question mark? Yes. That's generally... No. That's generally the attitude with capacitors. Is there a capacitor there? Yes. Although we are dealing with analog and digital stuff, so we should be sure that we have the right value. The problem is that little kit I have caught out a couple times on having the wrong values. But we're not using the kit, we're using a big pile of 0.1s. But like, this isn't a military application, this isn't a medical application. I'm not gonna be that crazy about that stuff. The client barely knows what a capacitor is. C5, jump over to C6. This module uses a full bridge rectifier to make it so that you can...
Full bridge correction.
Yes. For 4...
Rectifier?
Rectifier. It's an
Rectifier?
Yeah, it's an advertisement. It's actually a type of wagon.
Oh, is this how you do SMD?
Yeah.
That's it?
You just slide them into place.
Oh,
it's very simple. I
Why
think...
does everybody flip out about it?
I know. I think it's easier than through-hole.
Well, that's not true.
I believe
look
it's...
literally what just happened. That is not true.
Because we're not done yet.
Well, look at what you're doing. It's so crooked.
I also have a very good microscope, but and sort of know
Well, you would need.
know what I'm doing, but it's really not hard. You just slide the chip into place. Oh, I've totally missed that because of my penis is too small. My penis is too small for that joke, I'm sorry. C5, C6, C8. We don't talk about C7. Oh, well, there's C7. This doesn't have anything to do with us. C8, please sir, C8 is all I need, please sir. C8, there it is. Now, if I was actually crossing these out as I went, then I could randomly go from spot to spot and say, I think that's one of the ones we need. Oh yeah, there it is, it's on the list, and then I cross it out. That's like the really organized way to do it. I'm not doing that. C8. Even cooler, Julian?
Are you speaking?
Well, I just said your name, but...
Hold on a second.
Oh, yeah. I was going to tell him about oven soldering. That one's a little crooked. I feel bad about that.
What do you want?
The cooler thing is if we built this using my hot plate, what we would do is just simply place all the components down and then put it on the hot plate, and then they all sort of reorient themselves. They sort of shift into position because the metal on both sides of them will pull an equal amount. And so it because then I would have to place a bunch of really tiny components on this thing, and if I sneeze, they're going all over the place. We do not talk about Bruno. You may have tossed the wrong value ones in the little bin of yours like you did with the op amps. Oh, I did nothing of the sort. Yeah, I didn't check over any of these values. They're correct, though. They should be correct. 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10. C9. 11, 12, 21, 16. Oh wait, we're 9 and 10 back here? 30. No, that's not right. 14, 24. Hut. 9 and 10. 9 and 10. Where the hell are 9 and 10? 11.
12, 13.
I'm getting close. Exactly.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 40. I counted the 40.
Very well done.
1, 2,
23, 34. We're looking for 9 and 10.
9 and 10.
9 and 10.
I said 1, 2.
29.
C?
Yeah, C. Oh, there's C10. C9 and C10. C8's right there, so C9 should be somewhere in the neighborhood. There's a thing that the CAD software does is at the end of your design, before you get the part made, you can make it you can just make it it'll just go no, you can make it number everything. And so you have sort of a logical progression of numbers as you go through. It looks like these were possibly pulled in from other designs, maybe built for this one originally, but the numbers seem to orient themselves around functional blocks. So if you have like an output amplifier, that'll have C 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you have another thing that's 9, 10, 11, 12, just like that. So we gotta find C9. C8. C9. Where are you? Wait, was that out of order? No. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. So we just need to do C9. 9. Where are you? 9. 29. Q. 39. C8. C5. C10. The elusive C9. Oh, was that down here? C11. $19. 34. We'll get to you eventually. I am gone crazy. Are there any surface mount components on the other side? I don't think so. There's C9. Found them.
Found it.
Found them.
Oh.
Nope. It's completely opposite area of the board. The answer is no. Please let go of the part. Okay. Forgot how much of a build this was. This is a lot of stuff. We built one before, we'll build one again. I was considering if I wanted 2 of these Johns, but I haven't found a lot of use for it yet, so.
What?
Crimes.
Yeah, until you don't worry about building. So,
yeah, that's what, I agree. I should indeed. What the? Egg pets! Thank you for the 47 months. On a streak of 47 months. Thank you. This doesn't feel like it's soldering. This is because my iron is weeny and tiny. My iron, yeah.
Fine.
Well, it's on a ground, so it's heating up the whole board, basically. I'm on a ground. Okay, C10, 11, 12, 13, 19. We know where 11 is. We saw that a minute ago. So we're doing these individually just because it's a pain in the butt to find all of them. Usually I would mark them off by soldering a pad, and then I would be able to find them quickly, but it's hard enough just finding them in the first place. So C9, or sorry, C11. 11. Sorry, a break in the build will give me time to source some of these annoying parts. It's killing me, chat. I know that I have the DAC somewhere. I ordered 2 when I got this thing, and one of them went into my ornamentation and cry module, but the second one is somewhere, and I just don't know where that is. It was the perfect opportunity for me to be very efficient, because it's so expensive. You don't have a lot of these chips. These are $10 each. That's in today money. Did I not solder this one? I did not. Now it is. Wait, I already got that one. Is that the one I was trying to... No, what was I doing? Where am I? Who am I? C11, C12. C... wrong order. Is this in good focus? Yeah, it's pretty good. C12. 35, 24, 27, 23, 13, 14, 15, Don't tell me it's way over here.
God, I keep running over all these cables.
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
Haberdashery.
R21. C12. See, this kind of project is the perfect thing. Oh, it's right there. It's the kind of perfect thing to just put up while you're watching a stream of somebody doing the same thing. Okay. That one went well. Julian, can you make boss music?
Can you make a boss music for a few seconds just to make it harder around Betty Page time?
I don't know, man.
Boss music? Like dan 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 dan. That's Axel Foley. That doesn't make sense. See a boss. You mean like you're about to like fight a boss in a video game? Is that what you mean? In your video games, your Nintendos?
Nintendron.
On Nintendo, I can do that. I can do Nintendo.
I was gonna get that mutable module, the one that does it's like a chiptune module
Oh,
from Mutable.
Oh. Why didn't you?
Because things cost money, and I haven't gotten around to buying the circuit board for it. And that's STM32. Well, you're not gonna understand what I'm talking about. It's STM32, so it's like a real pain in the butt. C11, 12, 13, 19. And C13 we ran into before, right? That one was... Maybe we have... Do I remember where 13 is? Down here? 13. Where's 19? I don't see 19. Okay, so let's get 13 in there. The spinny light for raids, we may do another session on that one. It would be part 5. Because the MOSFET board was what was messing up, and I don't really know why. I want to take a closer look at those MOSFET boards though, because I built the thing out without the FET board and everything was working perfectly. I also had a wrong pinout, so that might have caused some of our issues. Oh, what's this? Clarence Wiggleheimer! Which is an excellent Twitch name. Howdy Bother Man, howdy Wiggleheimer, how you doing? We got a 2-month streak for tier 1. Subbed at tier 1, been subbed for Clarence Wiggleheimer. I thought you'd been subbed way more than that. That's interesting. You think you know people, but you just don't know people. C19. We have a lot of these to go in. We have like 16 of these things. I could have sworn that I saw C19 hanging around somewhere. There's 18. We're close. There it is. I'm pretty sure Wiggleheimer is on the board, one of the boards. I guess that was their only sub up until now. Fascinating. Well, thank you. Don't think I don't appreciate it. Is that a focus again? I think the silk screen might be just a little bit fuzzy as well. I need like a no shake focus on this thing. You're talking about Betty Page? Extremely well-known model, etc. Probably has many different jobs, I don't know. Classic pinup. C19. 2021 3031. Twentington.
Is this boss enough?
2021. Oh no, you don't answer to them. You don't answer to them. Okay, so we're not up there. 2021.
Bro, you can be compatible with her, man.
3031.
Just because she's 100 years older than you doesn't mean that she just got experience. Aged properly.
Like a fine wine. Okay,
Exactly.
30, there's 30. 20, 21, 30, 31. $28. Ooh, got a little crunchy. $20.21. Oh, it's this whole row. Fascinating. 2021. 30. 31. 32 footsteps. On the road is a sky. Your phone made a noise.
Mark.
Oh, 31. It looks kind of like C31. I'm gonna take it as C31. Wait. 30? R30. Whoa! Mistake!
I was in love with that girl looking at classic American car magazines. Later I found out she was an old pinup. If alive, over 100 years old now.
Oh, my iron turned itself off.
We would never be compatible even at even age. Even at even age, yes. Yes. If you can write, thank you, teacher. If you can, thank your parents.
Probably not a native English speaker.
I'm just messing with you.
No, you're a terrible asshole.
I'm a great person and I love you.
You're a great asshole.
Listen,
Great,
I understand
big,
people who can speak
gaping.
another language are smart, okay? I get it, right? They can speak two languages, barely speak.
You're doing okay. Ah, Riz!
I am.
Skibbity, Rizzler, Drip, Drizz, whatever the fuck. Brain rot. I have been watching way too many of these Facebook brain rot AI videos. They are fascinating. Greetings, criminals. All right, who snitched? The cops are here. Who snitched?
Oscar.
No, it's just put my cop emote in a comment. 32, 34, 35, and then we'll be free from the tyranny of 0.1 microfarad. Boost Julian's mic. It should be his show now.
Hell yeah.
You're getting compressed just like I am in the mixer over there. The expensive mixer that stays under plastic.
Press camera pants.
Compressor, watch yourself out.
So,
32, 34, 35. 32. It's 34. C34. Gonna make sure the C. 35. So that's 34, 35. And then we got 32.
rest.
32, 32. Oh, we forgot 21 and 20. We'll come back.
Dare you?
Let me do those right now. These are all the same value. We're getting through what are called decoupling capacitors, because they decouple the thing from your power supply, so that when you start up your device, everything starts up with enough power. How necessary they are is something up for academic debate. We also do a little bit of transient filtering. Not much. Damn it! See, the thing about doing the big soldering thing, where you heat everybody up and it all gets soldered and everything, is that you've got this really hot circuit board sitting in front of you. So if I were to do what I'm doing right now, but I did it with like hot air or with a hot plate, it would make this very dangerous hot plate. So this is nice and easy and safe. Let's do 34 and 35, and then we've got to find 31. 32 rather. We gotta find 32. C32 is at large. But yeah, that's why I do need to learn my modular setup better. The problem I'm having is that, well, nothing's labeled. So I need to get to know all of these modules like perfectly. And I think it would be a lot of help if I just knew where the ins and outs were. So I sort of know what I can plug into what. Yeah. And I have gotten it working a little bit. It was very boring. Didn't have cool sounds. I don't have arpeggios like you've got going here.
You can make have enough.
I know. I
all you need is you have your marbles.
I need
right?
filters. Is what
You
I
have
need.
No. You have marbles.
I have marblets.
You have an oscillator.
Mm-hmm.
You have VCA.
Yep.
And you have an envelope.
And I have an envelope. Yep.
And you have everything you need.
ADSR. I had to fix that. I don't know if it's working.
You need to make some noise.
Yeah. And I've got brain custard. All right, 32, C32, that's C23. This gets easier as you run out of locations for components. 22, 25, 29, C32. We got 6 and 9 over there, giggity. 1442. I don't think there's any surface mount on the other side of the board. 33. $32. 28. 23. 35. Oh, those are R, okay. Where the heck? R6, where's 32? R32. It's not a C. A really messed up C. B. You've got to be kidding me. 36. Tell me there aren't components on the surface mount components on this side. No. Okay, so it should be on this side. Should be on this side. Oh, there it is. Way up there. It's for the screen. Now this is technically, putting it over here like this is probably a necessity, but really the decoupling capacitor should be on the way to power coming in. So power comes in, goes to the capacitor, and then goes to the component. There's no choice in this scenario because there's no way to get C32, like, I guess over here would be.
C32, hot.
That's what I've been saying in my head the whole time. I already did that joke twice. I know, it's just, can't get one over on me, Julian. Our brains work too much alike. Too much alike.
So this isn't...
No, this is through hole.
Yeah, no, I know that, but I meant the modules.
No. And I guess some of these you can buy with all the surface mount stuff already populated. Yeah, they're more expensive though.
Yes.
And this is a good time to work on something, so.
Doesn't look like there are any surface mounted parts on the other side.
No, I was checking that too, because it's kind of evil if they do. With no surface mount parts on the other side, that means I can use something like a flat hot plate to solder everything all at once.
But we're not, because if you sneeze, apparently
Yes,
you'll blow
everything
it
goes
all
all
away,
over the
and you
place.
can't trust yourself not to sneeze or wear a goddamn mask.
Nope, nope. C14, 29, 23 are 0.47 UF.
What is all of this?
Oh, so that over there is going to be part of the simulator setup. Careful with that.
Yes.
I'm going to get that all to speak CAN bus, as in speak to
Oh, this is a
car.
USB hub.
Yes, and then those
are
microcontrollers.
Raspberry Pi Zeros.
Yep, RP2040s. And they'll be listening on CAN bus, and then I can turn them into joysticks that press buttons.
Very cool.
So if I hit a button, like the stuff that's over here, or like I use the key switch to start the quote-unquote car, I will be able to assign that to a random joystick that's plugged into the computer. Still proof of concept, but I think I'll be able to get it to work. And yeah, I need to spend a little bit of time building up the simulator stuff over there. Okay, 0.47 UF is how many PF? Is it 4700? Because I got those. And I've got them in huge format too. What is, okay, 4700 PF in UF.
What is PF stand?
Picofarad.
Picofarad. That's what I thought.
No, I wanted the other one. How much of the Earth's fresh water am I destroying by having Google also give me an AI overview? 0.0047, so that's not the right value for this. The value we're looking for, I'll get this out of the way. Get this out of the way. This is what we want. And this is 0.47, which would be 47 with a bunch of zeros behind it. So we want 0.47. .2. Okay, these don't go up high enough. Yeah, 33 is what we got. Oh, 0.047 UF. No, that's not the right one. We need 0.47. Okay, so we gotta go over to these. Oh, unless I got it here. 4.7. It's like the only iteration that I don't have of this capacitor. Oh, 0.47, here we go. 474K. Sweet. 474K. 474K, you know, whatever. 474. Oh, great, those are all gone. 105. 102. 224. Those are 2.2s. I'm just going to take them out because otherwise I'm not going to. 225. 102. Theoretically, they're in here. 226. 684? Oh yeah, 684. It's close to the value. 107. We want 474, not 475. 474. Tell me you're these. There we go, 474. It only took taking almost all of them out. What is it? Why are you asking leading questions? You're leading the witness. No, bad directions.
Stepfather makes it used to make money. So why fire under its buffet? Because it doesn't make me money. It's not my job. It's just fun.
3 of these.
Yeah, no, I don't make any money from this. Are you kidding? Who the hell is paying for this? Let's be real here, man. Even I'm not paying for it.
I guess I'm technically paying for it by building you this thing. As an excuse to get you in here.
You don't need an excuse. You just say, hey, do you want to come hang out? And I say, okay, let's come hang out.
That's a good point. 0.47, 14, 29, 33. 14, 29, 33. Keep one in mind at a time. Let's get C14.
No, we're both here. I'm here, right here, see?
1, 4. Yeah.
Here's that. Huh, there's that. Oh my god.
No,
Look at how
there is.
cold my nose is. And look how cold my
Oh yeah, why
hands
is your...
are.
Mine are kind of like that.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
not at the moment.
No, they are not.
Not at the moment.
What would be a good module to start with? Well,
Oof.
that's kind of hard because
Start with a
in order
synthesizer.
for modular to work, you need a bunch of modules. So it depends on what you want to do. What kind of, do you know anything about that stuff at all as it is? Do you use it at all? Do you have anything that interests you?
My answer to all of those is
Nope. Well, I don't know.
not
If
really.
you're just interested in getting into modular specifically, just because you feel like plugging wires into holes and making weird noises, you can always start off with a semi-modular, like making a Zero Coast or one of the Moog.
Which, by the way, is perfectly
D-Fans
valid.
or M32s.
Perfectly valid and
You know?
acceptable reason is just wanting to make weird
yeah.
noises.
Alternatively, you could, if you download VCV Rack, you can play around with a lot
That's
of modules.
usually a good place to start.
And there's a bunch on there that are, if you go into the library on their website, there's a whole bunch that are hardware. It can filter them, and then there's a bunch of free modules for the software that are hardware clones. So you'll be able to,
Yeah, that's real. It's happening right now.
so you'd be able to, there you go. Good. So check out some of the hardware
29.
emulations from
29.
like Bastel and Ofaco and 4MS. There's some alright devices. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. Bought an old testing rack. Like
There's 33.
I don't know what it is. Testing rack. Testes?
VCV rack and a MIDI keyboard hooked up. Recently bought an old testing rack. Like lab equipment uses the same form factor as modular.
Oh, like an empty rack.
Yeah. Yeah, it
Yes. I mean, what do you want to do? If you've already played with VCV Rack, you should have a bit of an idea as to what you'd like. The question is just a matter of how much money can you spend up front.
Oh, that's the tough one.
Do you want to build stuff on your own, or do you want to buy pre-made stuff?
There's a dude in the Discord who's
Do you want to
making
use kits? Do you want
all his own.
to do what Jesse does and buy all the stuff?
all the individual components and build it up from there. The kits are probably a little bit more worthwhile if you want to get to the part where you make noises. For me, it's been a couple of years that I've been doing this, and I am barely at the part where I can make noises. I now need to figure out if I did everything correctly. And so I've been going back through a lot of them and having to test them on an individual scale and tune them properly. Although, like you said, it's like the Wild West where they would tune their guitars on the sounds that were around them. And so use of a modular rack as itself, and then you tune it to what you think is good, is totally valid.
Yeah. The Euro rack stuff isn't really 19-inch anymore. The 84 HP, I think, might be 19. But like this rack here is 104 HP. That's
I can pay you in penguins. Club Penguin
and then
bucks.
there's bigger and smaller. The old, like the rack mount synthesizer stuff is still the 19-inch, but at this point now the Euro rack stuff is very and you can scalable sort of. What do you? Yes.
23 and 28.
Bother is a bad. No. Oh, bother is a great. Oh, bother is great. At this point, we've known each other for 27 years.
27
give or
years.
take.
Because we both dated Christine.
Oh gosh, way back in the day. God, that would have been, about 26,
That's
27
about that.
I
Yeah.
forgot about
Yeah,
that.
we dated the same girl.
Yes, back in the high
I
school.
wasn't always a giant meat tank. Oh, they've
always
asked
a beautiful
before.
meat tank.
They've asked before, and I told them I was a twink.
He was very tiny.
I'm average everything. All right, what are we looking for? We're looking for 1 microfarad, 1 oof.
You're a microfarad.
How dare you say that about me after everything we've been through? All right, so 1 microfarad, the most likely. Father would probably start with a power supply. That's what I did. I started with a power supply. And then I bought it from the guy that went insane and everybody hates. And Julian saw it and he was like, don't buy from this place again.
Synth.com has some good stuff. AI synthesis needs good bits, so does Tobacco.
Erica's kind of great. We like Erica a lot here.
Erica's great, yeah.
Hajiwo, if you're on a budget, has a YouTube channel where he builds all of these cheap... Uh-oh, Julian found the thing. He found the thing. Hold it down until you see the battery. Okay, let go.
Oh, wow.
Don't trip over stuff while wearing them, but... Julian is here as the cult leader. I wanted to reprogram that thing, but it's like super complicated, so I wasn't able to do it. Nice shop. Hey, thank you. In the Blind. This is everything I own in this life, except for my car and my bed, which are in different rooms. The car is in its own room. But this is a lifetime of doing this kind of stuff leads to this. And then sometimes you have your weird friends walking around in LED glasses. Julian is here from the future. Why don't you say hi to them, Julian? Turn your head.
Hi,
Julian.
I am from the future. I am a synthesizer man.
I like synthesizer bands. I am synthesizer man. I can put patch cables in my ears and be synthesizer man.
1 microfarad.
You're a microfarad.
105. Synthesizer plant.
Synthesizer man.
He's the synthesizer man with the synthesizer
Oh, there's
plan.
different things. Those
Number
different
1.
things.
Oh yeah.
These.
Amazon, and I was okay, so this streamer who used to be on G4, the Mr. Sark, did a whole bit where he did on 420 he played a bunch of like the most trippy games he could find, because he goes through all kinds of like terrible games, which is something that I love. Bad movies, bad games, it's just a lot of fun schadenfreude kind of stuff. So he has all of these really just deeply weird games, and so he plays them, and he was wearing LED sunglasses. They're not really they're kind of the opposite of sunglasses, but I'm a collector of terrible media. There you go. Yeah, so the Mr. Sark on Twitch you should check out. But so he had a bunch of like single monochrome LED sunglasses. I'm like, they have those like LED screen sunglasses. I should check out some of those. So these are $40 on Amazon.
That's pretty cool.
I think I saw John B streaming. You remember John B from the early 2000s?
The guy.
Yeah, the guy. The
guy.
The junglist.
The junglist.
He has a Twitch stream and he does some really cool stuff.
Word.
And so I think John B has a pair of these and uses them. Why is there's like a... That's just the optics.
Is that a boat?
It looked like there was a dead spot.
like a boat.
Yeah, I know. It looks kind of like a boat. I
No,
don't...
it does look like there's a little bit of a dead spot when I was looking at it as well earlier.
It might have been because of my reassembly. I might have done something.
That's weird. Now it doesn't.
Yeah,
Is that actually a boat?
I don't know what it is. It's whatever the app developer decided to program into
Yeah,
it.
there's a... Oh, no, maybe it's not. Maybe
But
it's just,
under no circumstances do I want to install one of those apps, right? Junglist is in D&B, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
here it is. Yeah, look. Something's a little funky right here.
Yeah, look at that. I think there's a screw that goes in there. That's all right. All right, so we're looking for 102.
1029 MGK.
Oh, no, 105. So I saw Pierre Robert's house. It was up on Zillow.
Yeah, my girlfriend sent it to me. Yeah. Thought that was pretty funny.
It's like he lived right off of I-76 in a completely mid-century modern glass house.
Yeah.
In that area of Gladwin, yeah.
So now, is this board the same as that board?
Yes. Same
The
exact
exact
board.
same.
Yep.
So the only thing that's different is the teensy.
Is the teensy, yeah, and you're getting the newer, more powerful one. It took them a little while to get it over.
So wait,
oh, here they
literally,
are.
you
One
can
or two.
take the teensy that's there and just put it in this board?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yep.
that's kind of crazy. Oh, and these are push button
2 of these.
knobs.
Yes. Yeah, and I've got a whole bin
So
full.
there's a push button knob and a push button. And buttons.
Yes, and buttons. Yep.
I didn't know the knobs were so.
Yeah. They're pushy. Tick, 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 tick. Do. Radio operator. What are you using to see your boards better, or are you just power squinting? No. I have a not professional lab microscope, but this is a synthesizer. Man, is a clip now. This is a Logitech C920 in an aluminum case from a place called Kurokesu. Kurokesu does lab microscopes, and so I went out on a limb and I bought their aluminum case, which then mounts to a C-mount lens. I then got an adapter off of Amazon to go to a Nikon D, whatever the 18mm one. Everybody hates this lens. It just comes with all the Nikons from like yesteryear. And so I had an extra one of these lying around, and so I put that on there, and then I put an infrared filter on it, and then a UV filter on the front. And that's the special sauce. That's what makes Bother's microscope so good. It's just basically a distanced DSLR lens on a magic mount, a Naga arm. And so when I touch this, it's a massive earthquake, but I get about 2.5 feet of standoff, which gives me plenty of room to work. I can get like heavy equipment in here and really, use power tools if I want. What's up, Incredimike? We got Julian here. He's making music noisemations. I don't know. I don't know how to use language words. All right, so we got 2 of these going in, and these are going in 23 and 28. C23 and C28. Just got into building quadcopters, and I picked a real tiny board for my first. Oh, that's torture. What you can use, and this is, okay, Bother's becoming streamer man again. What you can use, this really, really cool thing that I got on an Amazon deal day. You can just get them normally. They're for little old ladies to do crochet. And they are just a magnifying headpiece, and they are really cool looking. Like, you really seriously look very, very cool in these. My eyes are visible on that. Yeah, very cool. But it also has a little headlamp on it. And this headlamp is really important. I was actually using a Petzl headlamp, and I was using that when I solder my own circuits. But what this will do is this will keep you from craning your back to look at stuff. You want to try to keep your back straight, because that's the first thing that's going to go doing stuff like this. But the headlamp as part of the headgear is not only deeply cool, but it also really helps you work. And these are good. I mean, you get stereo vision of things really, really close up without straining yourself. Don't you think these are really cool? How cool?
Oh, those are awesome.
Yeah, these are really cool.
God, I would. If I was single, I would.
There's one of the emotes on the channel is me wearing those. But that's what I suggest for people starting out. You don't need a big microscope setup. For me, who does this stuff daily, like on the daily, I have my broadcast monitor has the microscope on it big and on the top shelf of my desk, so that I'm not straining my back in order to do this stuff. Let's get Julian back on camera. I like those little cheap $140 HDMI microscopes from AliExpress with the Sony sensor. They can take a Canon E1 or Nokia F mount. That's neat. So this stuff is all deeply, deeply cheap. Do you have affiliate links? Below the chat, there should be like an Amazon thing, and you can get the affiliate URL off of the end of that if you want. How goes it? Hex turn 4? It goes for sure, my friend. We are searching out capacitors, and I'm getting distracted by chat, which is always a good thing. That's sort of the whole purpose of this stream, is I've made all kinds of weird stuff that you guys can distract me with, things in real life. I was very, very frustrated at what we were working on last week. It wasn't supposed to be a week-long project. It turns out I did a little bit of soul searching, and I uttered the appropriate number of curse words in order to get things actually rolling. And as it turns out, what am I looking for? 23 and 28. 23 and 28. I keep seeing the ideal light up. Is that an old analog synth? No, it is a combination of all kinds of different eras of synth stuff. He probably has your synthesizer.
Oh no, so this is Make Noise Zero Post Strega Zero Control with pressure points and brains. There's a GTE and press point in here. That's all the Make Noise stuff. And there's a filter, some VCAs, some envelopes, utilities to mix them all together. And the ornament and crime. Jesse here's building this to go in the new version of this case. It
Not
is
quite yet.
finished. Once I get the case in a week or two.
Hell are these 23 and 28? Where are you? Who are you? C 23 and 28. 23 and 28. C15. I see R23. Always distracting. That's why we're doing this. Get that out of the way. I must have passed it over by now. Do you brew beer too? Yeah, I do actually. I have a indoor brewing system, an electric indoor brewing system. It used to be controlled entirely by Raspberry Pis, but all of the software that I used to put this stuff together is all completely deprecated. Like all of it is dead. I'm gonna have to look around for projects that use the Raspberry Pi in the same way that I did to run the same stuff. There's 23. That's one of the ones. I'm gonna have to like do an overhaul in that system, but I haven't had room to brew beer. I had a really nice North German alt beer. I brewed a few hundred gallons. That's cool.
I brewed these nuts.
He did. I saw him.
These nuts in your mouth.
Saw him do it.
He did.
I was there. Okay. So this
Fermented
one,
the hell out of them.
disgusting. These little tap on the head afterwards, but they're all just a little bit crooked. That is a Hajiwo inspired module that I built. It basically
Does it work?
yeah, kinda. It was the VCO that didn't have enough range. I need to change all the equations on it so that it has a huge tunable range instead of a very narrow one.
Right.
Because I was modifying code and it was Japanese code and I didn't know anything that was going on, so it was a mess.
Maybe you should learn another language. Like all these other smart people.
Could do. So
Smarter
we
from
just did
us.
23. We were looking for C28. C28.
I saw C25. Wait, you gotta go slower, man. There's 23. There's 27 up there. There's 27 up there. There's R28. There's 28. I see it. I found it. It's next to J2.
You got it. Good work.
I'm amazing. I'm a bloodhound.
I have some alt beer from Bamberg when I was there. That's cool. I've been doing mead lately. Mead is really fun because you just buy a whole bunch of honey and throw it in a pot, and then Bob's your uncle. But I have 2 jugs of honey that I need to throw into a carboy, and then I need to find a good, like middle of the road mead yeast, not a sweet mead, because I can't stand stuff that's too sweet. And the previous mead that I made, I aged for over a year, and it turned out so well that I have my friend sort of requesting more even to this day. That was like 22 that I brewed that mead. That was a long time ago. Yeah, it's like building a beverage versus cooking one. Apple wine's good. I have a local Acme food markets. Acme food markets, and what they have is apple cider. And they have apple cider from somewhere west of here. It's still in Pennsylvania. And I will buy a gigantic 10 micro in 1206 size. I will buy a 5 gallons of that stuff and then throw it in a carboy with a champagne yeast. And then the champagne yeast makes this beautifully bitter alcoholic cider. It's great. Gotta restart. You do you. Yeah, it's really good stuff. Okay, so I need a 1206 size 10 microfarad capacitor. 10U. So we're out of the ping pong sample book. I don't think I have 10. Oh, 10U. That's 0805. Well, okay, cool. I got them. They're not quite 1206, but that doesn't, you know, size don't matter. As long as they both have the same voltage tolerances, which I don't know, relatively confident that they... Wait, there's two different ones in here. Oh, this must have been out of something else, and I found that it was 10U. Okay, we don't trust our caps. We don't trust that. Do you have 10U over here? Yeah, 10U, 106. 106. 102. Stop drinking like a fish and needed a new hobby. Hey, that's a good place to be. At one point I was like, I'm only gonna drink what I brew. And then I was like, fuck this. This sucks. I did drones for a little while, and I was getting to the point where I needed to practice flying them. Finally, he stops trusting his sorting box. Listen, these were trustworthy. These are fine. But I built up a bunch of drone stuff, and that's where like Lunatic on Twitch. That's where we had a lot of common ground. But I stopped doing it because I don't have a lot of space to fly these things, and there's all the licensing and stuff that you need now. It used to be a little bit more like the Wild West. C7 and C24. Oh wait, those are supposed to be polar. No. These are 22U, C1 and C2. Oh, we actually do have a 1 and a 2. C1 and C2. I'm guessing they're over here. C6, C3. Okay, 1 and 2. Now we got 3 over there. C1 and C2. C1. See another one. C the 2. Q the 3. Yeah, this is going to take some time to build, unfortunately, Julian. This thing is a lot. I forgot how much this was. If I was all ready and I had literally all the components just waiting for me in bins and sort of staged, then it would be much easier and quicker for me to build. It's not It's not a difficult build. It's just finding all the stuff.
No, that's fine.
So I next time we do one of these, I'll sit down with a bill of materials and maybe we can like bang out a board in one go. I think that would be a good challenge. Because then it would be just literally pull it out of the bin, put it on the component number.
I mean,
I can is C1 and 2.
I can come back in 2 weeks too.
Okay, yeah, we can do that.
Next week I have to help Brendan with something.
Oh, you're not mic'd up.
I'm not mic'd.
Dun dun dun.
I was saying.
Big chunker in the middle. Oh.
What's a big chunker?
Oh, we're looking for C3 and C4. I lied. Sorry, everybody. I lied. C3 and 4. They're over here. Okay. The capacitors that I have to install are ginormous. I should have lost a lot of weight. C3 and 4? Yeah, 3 and 4.
By your boards, buddy.
They're just different runs. Are they supposed to be polar? No. No, they're just supposed to be 1206. I'm wondering why the symbol changed. Because they've got this marking on them that might indicate polarity.
How do you know which resistors are which? Are they labeled?
Yeah, so they have numbers on them. And the numbers...
On the resistors themselves?
Yeah. For the more engineering folks, they will see them as having...
Those things are tiny as fuck.
Like a multiplier.
Gotcha.
But I think of it as the number of zeros.
So you couldn't do this, though, really, without...
Well, that...
magnifying glass.
Yeah, no, the piece of headgear that I have is what you would use.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to do this without magnification. It's just too annoying. Now there are larger sized surface mount.
Right.
For like if you've got like a field mixer or something and you want people to be able to repair it in the field. That's because that's where the 1/6 channel mixer got its fame. And I was thinking like, man, if I could, that guy retired, I could take up the mantle on that one and make my own design of mixer and be the guy that makes the really good sound mixer that people use in the field and is field repairable. But Radio Shack isn't around anymore, so. I'll read chat in just a sec. Just a sec. Yeah, without magnification when you're young. Yeah, exactly. And I've always been a little nearsighted, so. Oh, there's serial synth production incoming, yeah, right? Hey, can Julian play Terraria music? I can guarantee you that Julian does not know what Terraria is.
100% correct.
It's like Minecraft, but a side scroller. It's like a terrible description of Terraria. Okay. No, I don't have them on my wish list. They were an Amazon deal day, but you can find them. There's like 10,000 different iterations of that type of glass. We're not doing the polar caps because they're big. These two are big. We'll get to those. I have them, but we'll do them later. They're going to get in the way at these two. C1, 2, 7, and 24. It's these guys. So let's move on to resistors, I suppose. Resistors! We could try to find D7, but I don't know if I have any. What brand are they? They're unbranded. I don't know. These are like a white label project. These say Yocto Sun. Yocto Percento. 100% Sun. Yocto Sun. You can look for that if you want, but again, there's going to be 10,000 different brands of the same thing. It sounded like the first Syndicate. What? Yeah, exactly. It's just bash your hand on the keyboard and you'll have the brand. I'm overnighting those. Thanks for the recommendation. Hell yeah, brother. That'll get you to where you can actually see what's going on in front of you. Much easier. And you don't need to spend weeks developing a microscope. Because that's what I did. These do have interchangeable lenses, yes. It comes with a little bin full of lenses, and they're all plastic lenses. They're nothing to shout about, but they, they're very distorty around the edges, and they're just plastic. But again, you can see what you're doing. So the thing about the digital microscope path of being able to see what the hell you're working on is that when you do the digital microscope, you need to make sure there is zero delay, none. You don't want any delay in the video feed, because if there's delay in the video feed, you have a 666 degree Fahrenheit iron in your hand. You'll overshoot where you're trying to aim for. And so when you overshoot, your hand is right there. So ask me how I know. All right, capacitors are going away, and we are moving on to 0603 resistors. Now, unfortunately, I do not have a big binder filled with 06. Oh, wait, there it is. That's exactly what I said I didn't have. Okay, so we got a big binder full of resistors. And so I can get the values out of there. I mean, I could try to find them in my big resistor collection that I put into these little bins, but this is so much easier. I would have to search through all of these.
I bet you the thing that you're looking for is in there.
That one chip, I'm thinking about taking everything out of here just to make sure that it's not. I was thinking about that. I was going to do that before you came this morning and before you got here. Boom, headshot. Okay.
Boom. No, it was a headshot.
I don't want to know. TMI. I gotta fix my strap. Yeah. 100 milliseconds is acceptable. Most monitors and TVs do worse. They're not. No, monitors are fairly good with delay nowadays. You're talking about what all those capital G gamers talk about, where they say, I can't tolerate the delay between my controller and the TV monitor, but it's like, when you look up the timing delay on digital screens, it is measured in Olympic athlete times. Like, I don't know, I'm not gonna get into it, but the point is, delay of monitor is not a big deal. The camera a delay. We're not talking about super crazy stuff here. I just mean like on some of these older cameras, even on the older microscope cameras, I had it on like a Raspberry Pi and that put a whole bunch of delay between. So you'd move your hand and then it would move on the screen. Like that was the kind of delay I'm talking about. If you've got like a minor amount of delay, like, I don't know, I can almost hear myself touching myself before my hand moves on the screen, that's fine. It's just as long as you're not, whatever.
Too much delay.
Yeah, it's just
milliseconds of delay is
people
completely unacceptable.
People,
holy crap, that's ridiculous.
People have a bad impression.
I'm trying to get like
of the scale of delays.
6 milliseconds delay with audio.
Excuse me. Yeah, and you know the systems now are very fast. It would be hard to find something.
We have the fastest systems.
The bestest.
The best systems, all the systems.
4.7 ohms. That's a 1206. That has to be like a big resistor. I don't know about that. Let's see if we can find 4.7 ohms is a weird value. What is that on? That's R60. Probably up here. Yeah, there it is. What is it doing? We've got like a big ass resistor up here for some reason. I still use a CRT for timing sensitive things. My good 180 Hertz LCD has a 65 to 95 millisecond delay, which is super good. CRT does 20. Yeah, and those are hard to fathom. Oh, I see. Do milliseconds even matter with how much our brains can't even spot a difference? Well, you know, you want to play with that, basically. And you know, I'm not talking about gaming delay. I'm talking about delay between your hand moving and your hand moving on screen. We're not super ultra high performance in this application. 47, did I even find a 47 ohm for mine? It did. Huh. Yeah, I guess I did 0805. So let's see if we've got a 47 ohm in our 0805 collection. Capacitors, 43K. I'm just looking through values over here. Yeah, no, the reason I'm annoyed is just that I've had the gamer debate with friends about what is acceptable for like delay on their stuff, and that they of course want to default to spending as much money as possible. And it's like, I don't know, they just don't thrift. These do not look like they're 0805. These look smaller. We're gonna use it though, that's all we got. Oh, no, that'll work. My sense of scale is off. But yeah, so that discussion gets me nettled just because it's a lot of, you can see their sort of information source speaking instead of them. No. You talking to me? Trying to put this stuff away so that I can get into it again, but eesh, okay, all right. This is the one single strange value component, which is the 47 that goes in R60. It's the first one on the bill of materials. And there's 470, so Julian,
What?
you wanted to know that they're labeled. The 4 is a little cut off, but see how that says 470?
Yeah.
So 47 with 0 zeros after it, so 47. Yeah. That's how they're labeled. That's why I like surface mount resistors a lot better, because you just look at it and you go, oh, that's the value. Through-hole resistors have a color code system, which has a lot of acronyms. Some of them are racist. Just because, okay. Yeah, well, electronics is kind of a boys' club for a long time, even though first computer programmer was a girl. But yeah, so it's a bit of a boys' club, and so it existed since the 50s, and so racism. Do not repeat the acronym. There are non-racist acronyms for the resistor color code chart. And chatter should know they will get banned if we ever see the bad one. Ones, there's multiples. I'm trying to get it to like reorient itself a little bit so it doesn't look sloppy, but I guess that'll be okay. D7 is a thing that I'll have to find. I'll have to look around to see if I've got any power supply boards. This is a full bridge rectifier. That makes it so that you can plug this in either direction.
Oh.
Yeah. 100 ohms. Well, mine is not as good as yours.
I'll just put my teensy on.
100 ohmos. I shouldn't say maybe ohms? No, that's stupid too. 100 ohms. I'll just say it normal and be boring. How many 100 ohms do I need? 4. So dump out 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I could just use 4 diodes. That would be if we had literally every other part but that. But I've got a little bit of time to source stuff now, just because I don't have that DAC. I had the DAC, the digital to analog converter. I ordered 2 when I built the other crimes and ornamentations, but I don't know what happened to it. I put it somewhere and I lost it. I think it was on my desk for a while. 25, 29, 33, 37. 20, I already forgot. 25, 29. Let's get those first. 25. 25 alive. All right, let's put it so that all the numbers are the right side up. 25, 29. I hope the musical stuff in the background's good for you. I can barely hear it, so I won't get annoyed at the repetition. These are 0603, which is the smallest acceptable size for my surface mount soldering skills. I can do 0402, but the components then aren't labeled because they're too small. And so you are forced to either test or just know that what's going in is the right part. I would rather be able to see the labels. These are actually coded. Q1A is a code for the value. I dislike coding the values like that. I very much dislike it. 25, 29, and then we need 33 and 37. I feel like we saw R37. Ooh, that one's pretty bad. I may just put this in the oven when I'm done putting all the surface mount stuff down. R37. There we go. It's on the outskirts, like its buddies. 33, 37. Ah, my tweezers. Yeah, I gotta figure out what was wrong with those MOSFET boards. Those have been a source of just pure pain when I was trying to fix my anti-lock brake system. I used those MOSFET boards because it had, I guess, the correct FETs, but that also ended in pain. I had to buy a whole nother computer to make that work. So using them with the spinny lights, same deal. The spinny lights are so uncomplicated that it really kind of got to me, not being able to get those working.
Literally having this worse than that.
Was it?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't need to see my hands. You need to adjust that. You loosen the red thing.
That. Let's see where all the hots.
It is sometimes tough because things aren't selectively heating up. It the whole thing's gotten to like a temperature, so it's just kind of a big glowy mass.
Glowing mass.
I am indeed. as proven by this camera work. 0402 is the blurst. They're smaller than that, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it so much. These are gonna be cursed. Yeah, 0402, like when you get down to that size and you use all the smaller ICs and stuff, a mutable instrument design had me thinking that I was really bad at soldering, but everything was smaller, but the same shapes that I'm used to dealing with. And so I was way zoomed in, and my hands did not have quite enough dexterity to be moving everything around, and it just felt like I was looking at what we're looking at right now, but I was unable to move right. It was really annoying. It made me really feel bad about my own skills. But the point is, I just wasn't calibrated to the size of the things. I thought everything was huge, when it wasn't. Next value, 220 ohms. My USB don't work. Gotta reboot my computer after all, and keep watching on a tiny phone screen. That's exactly how you sound. Sorry, 220. And I need how many? I need 4 220s. Oh, okay, all right.
Not yet.
We will continue to solder.
Yeah, I mean, well, and if you want to work on other stuff, do you want to stop and turn on your 505? Or do you want to do that next time up here? It's up to you, man.
That's a good question. I do kind of want to plug in the 505, but I don't know if it's totally broken or not.
Well, we don't know.
Well, actually, I bought it under the premise that they couldn't do a factory reset, so we don't have to look at it now.
It's up to you, man.
Let me get these 4 in. I gotta find them. That's gonna take me a minute.
Okay.
4, 6, 10, and 12.
Well, while you're doing that,
There's 4. Yeah, it's fine with me. It's probably not fine with them. No, you break down. You can do what you want with 6. And then 10 and 12.
11. There's 10.
And 12.
I bet you was up there. Up there.
Ah, the symmetry of it. Because it's 2 op amps in that chip, and the outputs are on each side. So there's a power pin towards the middle, and then you've got your comparator pins and the output that are reversed from one to the other. So you've got the components that I'm looking for of the same values would be on one side and then the other side in a symmetry of electronics.
The symmetry of
Music.
The symmetry of electronics.
That's my other channel. That's
What,
a different channel, yeah.
It's a good channel.
If you're into that sort of thing. Ow! Who had an idea?
Who had an idea? I had an idea.
Every time they say idea in chat, my idea light lights up.
I have a clue.
A raging clue, yes, yes.
Raging clue.
Can you guys tell when we were teenagers?
We're still teenagers.
Pretty much. Are you breaking down with a mic on?
I am.
Okay.
Hi.
Just careful not to bash it. Ow!
I didn't bash it.
Stop having ideas, guys. They hurt.
Don't tell me I bash things. I'm not bashing
Okay, I'm just saying.
I will bash you.
Promise?
If you want. So.
Okay, now I'm just getting used to it. I can only have ideas.
Now. Fart points. How do you have to get fart points?
They get 2 per stream, not fart points. They get enough to buy 2 farts a stream in the amount of time that I... And then they go, why are they so expensive? This isn't fair. And I say, this is not a democracy.
No, it's not. And if you want farts, you should be able to afford farts. You have to afford the farts, people. Okay?
We can't afford farts anymore.
If you can't,
Everything's gotten
afford
so
fart,
expensive.
Then you don't get to put out fart noises. It's just that simple.
The PJs. That's where I'm from. Can't even fart. That's one of my favorite lines from Del the Funky Homo Sapien on Handsome Boy Modeling School. And it's a song about the projects. And he's talking about how he has to go to court, can't even fart.
Why can't he fart?
Because it's the projects. He can't afford anything. And
He's not allowed to fart in projects.
Yep. do.
I am Lord. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nobody's ing. What's up, Random Gaming?
Did you just call him random, dude?
Well, this is literal Random Gaming.
Oh, Random Gaming 2090.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was-
are you named after the Marvel X-Men 2099?
Oh, you have an actual one. I was just gonna say he was born in 2099.
No. Is he? Are you? Is that from the 2099 comic book stuff?
I have 115k channel points. It's a lot of farts. That is a lot of farts. All right, I'm gonna put this book aside. I want to actually take a look at this piece of musical equipment that I bought that maybe I'll be able to use for something. But every time I look it up, the only videos that I find on it are about how annoying it is. Everybody says the 505 sucks, and here's why. And I'm like, that's kind of fun actually, because it sucks. It's perfectly valid. The thing about the 505 though is that it's enormous. And I don't know how I'm going to be able to plug into it, but we get to listen to Psytrance 1, which is, I think everybody hates Psytrance 1.
So you haven't turned it on at all?
Nope.
Have you even plugged it in?
Nope.
Okay.
That's the fun. You got to do that kind of stuff when you stream, because if anything's going to blow up, better be on camera. Okay, so you just hand me the thing over there. You've got this all worked out.
Yeah. I'm still working on how to get it all worked out properly.
There's a very funny, very 90s commercial for this thing too. Oh yes. I don't know about very funny, but it is funny. And I guess I'm gonna spend my probably tomorrow sitting here soldering that thing more.
Unless you want to wait till I come back.
No, it's cool.
Work while I'm here.
No, because the building of it is not going to be terribly exciting. It's going to be more of what we did today.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Then
press the
when
Detroit
this
Techno
is
button.
back, because it'll be a new case, and there will be a spot right there for it. Get it all loaded up.
Yeah.
And then we can start.
Well, let's get this 505 on.
Wondering what I want to go into.
Huh? Go into or go out of?
Well, there's a phone's plug.
You should do these two and go right into
Or the
front of
mono.
it.
Yeah.
No, they're not the double. Both of them, left and right.
Yeah, left and right.
Left and right.
All right, do I have, I don't think I have 8
Here, use mine for right now.
for right now.
Where'd they go?
I'll have to buy some shorter patch cables.
Which is fine. You have just 1/4 inch.
I know.
You know what? I have some. I'll give you. I'll bring them. Remind me.
Okay. Must be another Amazon order.
No, I have.
But Jeff Bezos needs another house
No.
for his new yacht.
Needs to suck nuts. I will give you another. I will give you cable.
I will beseech
cable.
upon you. You will have cable, and it will be good. Patch cable, right,
Like patch,
left, patch
fader in the
cable,
back,
patch
slide
cable.
pot in the back of the unit. I don't know.
Fader in the back.
Fader in the back and fader in the front. Fader all over.
I
No,
don't.
that's was that a CF card?
Yeah,
Or something?
one of these old. These are like $200 now. We should have stocked up on them back in the day.
What's a CF card?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I can convert it to SD or something. Not that I need to move stuff in. Oh, right and left channel. Which one are which? It probably doesn't. But this thing, probably not.
I mean, not right now.
Nah.
It will if you try to pan things and they go the wrong direction.
How can I tell Julian was here? He turned down all of my volumes.
Of course, I turned them down.
How do you do that?
Because you're unplugging.
See, with streaming, you get your whole system set up, and then you don't touch it, no matter what.
Volumes you touch.
You don't touch it ever because things get out of like tune and stuff. And so if you touch it, you ruin everything. So
Yeah.
we're not phantom power. All right. You ready for first blush?
Not yet, hold on.
Okay. I haven't even plugged it into power.
Tell me when you're ready.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, okay. I'm coming. Again.
Not off camera.
Ready?
Hold on a sec. I got to turn off that thing. There we go. The MC505 Groove Box, the last piece of musical equipment you'll ever own, because it'll blow up and kill you. Literally every lookup that I have of this thing, I go, hey, how do I use the 505? And they're like, don't. Which tickles me pink. I think it's great. There's apparently a lot of menu diving in this thing. Looks good. Yeah, I think it's a cool little piece of equipment. It looks a lot smaller on eBay.
It's pretty big.
This thing is huge. Which is, something I hear quite often. Whoa, I almost dropped it. Julian, hurry up and get over here. Oh,
I'm waiting for
you're
you to say
right
no,
here.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, all right. AC. I plugged in AC
Okay.
and nothing happened yet.
You
Which
didn't
is
turn it on yet.
That's a good sign.
Turn it on. It turned on.
Whoa!
Okay.
Psytrance.
So can we hit
One.
it? Can we play? Hit play. I hear stuff.
Do you?
I did.
It could be my volumes not being up too. All the lights seem to work.
It's playing.
And we've got those turned up. Okay, one sec.
Doesn't look like any buttons are working though.
So that would be for that. This should be audible right now if something was coming out of it. So
Oh, you know what? Hold on.
I heard one note.
No. You got to turn on the monitor.
Don't turn on 48 volts.
It wouldn't matter. No, there it is.
Ooh, where's that coming from? How loud was that? Oh, that's a good thing I put a compressor on this. Hold on. Before you blow up everybody. Nah.
They'll live.
Yeah. You're just gonna blow their faces off.
Turn down the monitor. No?
No, it's not the monitor. It's the level into the digital stuff.
Why don't you just turn the volume down here?
Well, now we're not getting anything. Oh.
This key's busted.
Like how that.
Well, because you can hear them. Listen. When they...
Yeah, when it double taps. Hold on, let me get out of your way. Hold on. Oh.
Yeah, here, let's see what we got here. Display. Pattern. Nope. I wonder if none of the buttons are working.
Well, they were flashing before, so.
Yeah, but like... Okay,
There's
on.
one of the big problems with this is that it's got a big matrix for everything.
See, look,
and then there are and there are cables that come down and connect, and they're not strain relieved. So you get this thing in the club and everybody's jumping around, there's a lot of vibration. So those cables will vibrate and break. So this is perfectly fixable on the scale of things. Guitar time.
Well, there you go. So at least it works.
You guys can thank this thing for keeping your speakers from blowing up.
See, none of the buttons are working. I bet you if you open it up, you'll find it's literally... I bet you the dude just didn't bother to open it and look, and there's like a cable that needs to be seated. Oh. Well, then...
Hey, guys, listen.
Open it.
Out there on Twitchland, you guys, when you
Hold on.
When you pick up an instrument...
And you shake it, that shouldn't happen.
It shouldn't tap.
Let's open it right now, man.
Yeah, we'll open it up.
Like right now.
Okay.
What is taking you so long?
I'm going to shock you with all the capacitors in here.
I'm already shocked. Don't lose my panel or where are my knobs? You
your
already
knobs
lost my knobs.
are right there.
Do not lose
They're
my
with
knobs.
everything else.
I'm putting them
I'm going to be
on my
working on this today and tomorrow. I'm going to be working on this.
knobs. I bought these knobs
I know.
especially for this.
I understand. Julian.
Okay.
Julian has a particular way about his
love my
knobs.
knobs.
He's got just.
But I love them. But I do specifically love my knobs.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
So
with
you
Julian.
probably are gonna need to take. Let me see. This.
all these.
Well, there's
all
all
the
the
knobs.
ones on the back.
Yep. Yeah, those will gotta
You
go.
know what? Hold on. You might be able to just take off these side screws and pull the top back off. Everything else might be attached to the casing
Yeah,
itself.
I think you might be right. Unless that might be I think that's a separate circuit board. So
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. let's only do. I'm going to use the thing that Mahalo sent in, which pays dividends on actual anything musical. Anything musical. This thing is so awesome.
I looked at buying one.
Yeah.
Expensive.
Do you want this one that my brother gave me?
What is it?
I'm never going to use it. It is a little handheld screwdriver. You can have it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't want it.
How does it charge?
I don't know. I think there's a USB-C
Oh, you
on
put it in
this.
there and then it...
Yeah.
Oh my God. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Are you positive?
If you're going to use it for stuff, then
I am going to use this all the time.
Take it, 'cause I got
love
this thing.
This is amazing. Oh my God. I love you.
it's not that big of a deal.
Yo, it is the biggest of the deals. You don't understand. This is amazing.
Yeah, that thing is wasting space around here because I got this one. Whoa, I almost fell.
No, I mean this is the greatest of all.
You better take good care of Julian's knobs. The thing about like with this one, it's got the gyroscope in it.
No, I know that's the one I wanted.
Yeah, and so you
Crazy expensive.
you tilt it in the direction, but with that one, you've got the I don't know. I think there's just an extra one. You've got the forward and back button on that, but you still need to twist it for the heavy torque. It's just going to keep you from having to twist over and over again.
No, this is going to be great.
For synthesizer, man, it's a lot of screwing and unscrewing.
Well,
Yeah, for modular, yeah.
Dad and I have a lot of problems with my wrist,
Oh, I see.
with my arms.
So
this is like,
we're helping
you are absolutely,
people in need.
This is epic.
That's actually
Drills and everything. I am so. You made me so happy.
okay, Julian. I'm happy to have somebody actually use something because my brother got that for me, but Mahalo got the much better one for the channel. But yeah, Julian's sitting there screwing and unscrewing. Hope it helps because that wrist. I like to do all screws by hand because it builds muscles, but still sometimes
I can't do
yeah.
that. Like I have problems with my wrist.
Nobody modular synthesizer man sounds toss. Modular man with the modular plan.
This is so cool.
Hey man, I'm happy.
You have no. You've given me hope.
Breathe new life and look at how exciting the feed on my stream is. It's just this big
I
panel.
have so many knobs. It is a lot of screwing and unscrewing, unfortunately.
Yes.
And
4 screws per module.
a tendinitis issue surgery years ago, and now my whole right arm is basically just shot.
Yeah. Like the only disadvantage of this is it's a little long,
Yeah.
but that means you can get it into places. There's one that has a bend in it.
Sometimes you can go a little deep.
But also, yeah, deep and long. But also, it takes a different battery too, so it's like a whole commitment. That
Yeah.
thing, the thing that I gave you, is a piece of crap.
No, it's not.
But
It's amazing.
it'll hopefully get you somewhere. Is it the feet? Are the feet screws? Seems like it. Here, I gotta get under. There's a little plastic door
Is
and
it?
probably a screw behind
No,
it.
it's not.
It's not. No, no,
just-
that one
There's
isn't.
nothing there. Just
Yeah, there's
pull it
nothing
off.
there.
You just gotta pick it up. It's.
Oh,
it's-
wait. Oh, there we go. It's pinching.
See?
It was pinch. Maybe a little pinch.
This is what was rattling.
That's a giant toroid just sitting out. It is likely supposed to be zip tied onto this thing. Now you got to be careful because this thing is spicy. Oh, and it's not quite bulgy. It's getting there though. So these are what I'm talking about, and
Yeah, so they
they're
should be.
strain relieved a little bit up here,
What about
but it's when they go under here that they're not. So
on the front side? You
this is all the brains, and then down here is all of the keypad, basically. So it's, yeah, it's some interface with this is
funny
probably,
that it looks,
it looks pristine.
doesn't it?
Yeah. And then maybe the key is worn, but probably not. And the LCD sometimes has some issues, but you can
LCD was
replace it with
working
a
well.
character LCD. Yeah, I know, this thing is working a little too well, to be honest. I was hoping it was a bit more broken.
No.
I know, it's a good
You don't
thing.
want
It's a
that.
good thing if it works.
You don't want that. You want it to be broken enough that you can fix it,
Yeah, exactly.
and not so broken. Trust me, I've been in your shoes. You know what I mean? Like you don't want it to be
yeah.
so broken that you can't do anything with it.
But I like to exist in the world of, oh yeah, that broken thing, sure, you can have it. You can do whatever you, yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, but when you pay for a broken thing,
Yes, exactly,
you
yeah.
want it to be worth it.
Yeah, I want just minor fixes to it. So I guess what I'm going to do is yeah, just check over some of that stuff, some of these connections, because that's mainly where they
Does it
go
have a
bad.
date on it anywhere?
Assembly. 710 10 623. I don't know.
Yeah.
Here, you
that
guys come back
doesn't
over here.
exist.
There usually are silk screens. This 94V0, and then they've got their little code. Looks like month and year. Why are there bumps on it? That's weird. I don't know. It's probably like 98, 92. When did the 505 come out? We had one for that little band that I was starting up with my little friends. When we bought a $400 MIDI like hub, it was like a MIDI distribution thing that was rack mount. It was $400, and we did not need it. We should not have bought it.
1998
1998. Yeah, that's right.
to 2002.
You want it broken enough that it sells for cheap or is given away for free, but not broken enough that you have to spend excessive amounts of time and money. Yeah, see, I watched a video, and apparently the keypad PCB was cracked. And so they just had to fix a couple little trace things in order to get it to run again. But this one is not in as bad shape at all. This thing is in quite good shape. It's just getting to all the connections is going to be kind of a pain in the ass.
Well, no, all you got to do.
Just find.
Here's where your pain in the ass comes in. Flip it back over.
1 second.
And I know you probably know all of these things. But
Sure.
I'm taking a bunch of this stuff apart.
Yeah.
So obviously, all you'll need to really remove are the knobs, these caps,
Yeah.
these sliders,
This
and
guy.
these knobs. That's
Yeah.
it. In fact, they're not even.
These aren't even wiggly. These are nice.
Is this even?
Yeah, it just pulls off.
No, but I'm saying.
Yeah, it is. There's bolts.
Yeah, but are these attached to this?
Actually, that's on a separate board.
That's what I'm saying. It might even be. Oh no, it is.
Oh, no, it is. Okay.
It's welded. It's a piece at the top, so you will have to take off those bolts.
Yeah, so the bolts will have to
They're
go. That's
nothing.
fine.
But like this,
Yep, those all just pull off.
that's it.
And they're
then
in,
you just pull the top off.
They're in decent shape. I mean, I wiped this down a couple times because there was
but
kind of like
this still looks.
goo on it.
Yeah, but that's
But that's what you
this
get.
looks really good.
This is a pretty good garage sale find. This was like $250.
Oh, then look here. You can see on when you flip it back over.
This was not cheap, by the way, chat. We're not in free tier, but for what it is, and what this gets me is a full-fledged like groove box that I can put MIDI out to or just audio out into the
Yeah, you'll
modular.
have to unscrew those
Yep,
too.
yep,
Pull
yep.
them.
Look at that. Yeah, we got to go piece by piece to get in there. Willow.
No, that's like a piece of grass.
Oh, really? What am I going to find on this circuit board? That'll be fun. Fun, fun, fun.
It's very cool.
I'm excited because this thing is like my one-man band with the big drum and the cymbals and stuff. Look, we got the accordion. But the problem with the, what was that, this one, where it was double tapping?
Both, a bunch of them were.
A bunch of them? Okay, I'll
Yeah.
take a look. Because that's a row and a column thing. So that was here, here, and I don't know, it looks fine. It looks
Might just
pristine.
be dirty on the other side.
Yeah, I'll take a look. Maybe
That's the
the
thing is, it looks so clean inside. It doesn't even
it
look
looks
like it was
really.
in a smoke
This
studio.
looks like an indoor. Yeah, oh, I
know?
forgot when I bought this thing. I forgot that smoke studio was a thing, and I've known my whole life. My grandmother smoked and did clay work, and I remember the smell of going to see grandma, and I hated it.
Smoke.
Ugh, I hated it. Hated it. Everything, even the clay smelled. So yeah, we're gonna take this apart a little bit in just a minute here. In Before Bother tries contact cleaners. The switches on the other side of this are micro switches, so they are covered. They're like a weird off-brand tactile switch. Who was that? Why not because priming for 6 months? I just primed. Thank you so much for subbing. I really appreciate that. Why not because? So this is basically going to be the exact same procedure as with the keyboard, which is take it apart, clean it, put it all back together, and hopefully everybody works. I still want to get Psytrance 1 to play, but I got to kind of learn how this thing works. I'm actually going to flip it over and power it on again. I want to take a look at what's going on before I start unplugging literally everything. Maybe we get the knife off of the desk. That might be a good idea. All right, so Psytrance 1 is apparently hated. I'll need to buy cables. I'm not just gonna take Julian's charity. He's still here. Wow, that is a crunchy power switch. That may need cleaning too. I don't think this thing suffered from like a beer spilling on it. I think it probably was just old. Seems like everything feels a little bit aged. No, thank you for doing cool and interesting stuff. I appreciate that very much. I can't keep the cycle going, otherwise we're just going to be complimenting each other back and forth forever. Ooh, sorry about the pop. I got to listen to Julian more on that.
Oh, it turned on.
I'm turning it on. What do you mean it turned on?
Oh yeah, I forgot. So wait, hold on.
Wait, before we do anything, hold on. Is that going to play Psytrance
It
1?
should. It is playing something, but it's playing pattern. Display.
Yeah, we should be able to hear it.
I think this is the...
But listen to multiple
you're getting
It's so bad. I am prepared for this. I don't know how to use this thing, so getting this to actually... Oh, that's so bad.
very weird.
It's so
But
bad.
like, yeah, I mean, none of these are working.
Yeah, I don't think tap's
Oh, wait,
really
wait,
working
what
either.
did I... No. Bang.
Bank, user bank, card bank.
Oh, look, you can change the... Pressing this button changes the bank. Oh, and then you can zoom...
Mm-hmm.
But it's not... but it's not playing different sounds. And
Well,
these
it
buttons
is-
aren't working. Yeah, but I'm saying it's not picking...
We've
Well, you have to
invented
turn it- Play it
space.
again. Play it.
The
Now, hold on,
sounds
does this work?
of space.
Hit again. Okay, hold on. Just hold one down. There you go. So your
Clarence
ADSR
Wiggleheimer.
works.
100. I love Gex. What is Gex?
100 gex. Isn't that
Gay sex, lesbian sex?
No, isn't that Psytrance? It's two right hands, which is weird too. Trying to turn on your arpeggiator doesn't work.
Is that LED even on?
Oh, this is track 2.
Oh. Where's my rhythm?
I didn't even have my microphone.
Play the rhythm. Play the sound.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the power. All right.
It's struggling.
It is. Do you want to hold on to these cables? The audio cables so that you can...
If you need them, you get
No, I
them,
have
because
them, you know.
I'm going to buy...
Hold on to those so you can keep playing with it.
Okay.
And then remind me if you can, but I'll
Sure.
bring some. I'll bring you some next week. Or 2 weeks. Not next week, and the weekend after. What are you doing next week?
I don't plan that far ahead these days. Oh.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, or probably, well, there could be some ladies out there. Gentlemen.
Sometimes. There's some known...
Well, thank you for being here.
Ugh.
I will be back in 2 weeks, and we will hang out more. I appreciate you all.
Put their music on during the next
You're
stream. You'll love
beautiful
it. Oh, Gex. Oh, okay, that's a group. Okay. I'll check them out.
Yeah. So thank you for having me. I love you all.
Stop it. What are you doing?
Me?
Ruining my show.
How am I ruining your show?
No, you're not ruining your
By telling them I
show.
love you. You want to turn my mic off before I put it down?
Yeah, here.
Do you want...
Oh, so the amount of Gex is important. That's crucial to the
Yes,
listening
I
of...
can unmute.
Oh, I unmuted already. That was... trying to keep plug noises. As soon as I turn this thing back on, I went, poof, and I'm like, oh, sorry, everybody.
Yeah, right.
I should have learned from Monsieur Julian. Play quantize. Excuse me. I mean, like, can sit here and mess around with this forever. Oh, and the low boost is kind of... Oh, it's so much better.
Well, that'll give you more bass, and then if you probably hit the octave button, it'll alternate.
Yeah, but low boost, like, breaks equipment, is what it does, apparently.
Because of how deep.
Yeah, because it doesn't... It's not good to have it at that point in the audio chain.
Gotcha.
This I can't even see, and it doesn't do anything. So apparently this thing would not listen to a reset command, probably because the keys are all messed up.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that probably...
It just means probably you're gonna open up, you're gonna see one thing, and it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, that might be it. Be nice if I could see.
Well, it just you have to look over it more.
Yeah,
Like, I
have
can
to
see
be
it perfectly fine.
when you're on top of it.
Yeah.
All right, my friend.
Alrighty.
You don't have to come up. You don't have to follow me.
Well, I have to keep entertaining these 5 people. Why?
There's 50.
That's
You have
5.
50 viewers
It's
now.
5
That's
people.
Crazy.
It was Julian, when you were here and we were working on the what do you call it? The what was that thing we replaced the amps on?
Octatrack.
The Octatrack. We had the people who made the Octatrack watching.
He was fucking with us.
Oh, that was just Lauren fucking. It was Lauren fucking with us. Okay, never mind. We had Lauren or Dave fucking with us, telling us that he was the dev in chat.
Yeah.
But
either way,
we had like 100 people.
Yeah. Well, no, but we
Oh God, it's terrible sound. How do I get away from it?
Turn that down.
Oh, that's a little better. This is like 50s sci-fi. God, the you guys
Okay, wait. Play it again.
real super lucky that you have.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like not selecting the sound.
Yeah, you can't like change.
There it is.
anything. How's the D beam work? Oh, look, the D beam though says it.
You're supposed to wave your hand over it. It has to be on.
But that button doesn't work.
Oh yeah, look at
Change
that.
it to the
It's-
cut and resonance.
Yeah, turntable should. Look at that.
It's weird. Some of the like which buttons work and which don't though. Right?
It's because the matrix is all over the place. It should be a grid.
I don't trust the Matrix.
Looking for the futures all the time with the makers of the Matrix, of the music, with the lyrical icon.
All right. Well, I will see you in 2 weeks.
The body can't live without the mind. Mind motivates the soul. Soul something, 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 and we move on.
Testicles.
Spectacles, watch, wallet, keys.
Yes.
Phone.
Okay. Thank you.
Hey,
love you.
we will eventually get you a good synthesizer. Well,
I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
In 2 weeks, I will come with my new case. We will get it put in. We will put your synthesizer in.
Yes.
Then we're not building.
We're not building.
That will be a special day.
That'll be a special day.
Where we take your modular synthesizer
Okay.
and we see what works and what doesn't.
Okay.
Deal?
That's a deal. That's a good stream.
Because then
Because I can finally learn what the stuff is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And we can figure out what's working right, what's not working right. I will bring stuff so we can make sure that your pitch and volts and octaves and all of your things.
Yeah, because I have the tuner over here, but the MIDI module, in order to change from 1 octave as the standard, because MIDI message 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever to be the note.
MIDI. We're not going to worry about it.
Well, but in order to shift it up an octave, I have to you turn your keyboard, you plug your keyboard into it. One key sets the initial note. The key above and the key below adjust it up and down, and you have to hit that key 1,000 times plus to get it to move to the next thing. I'm trying to get it so that middle C.
On what?
If I send it the MIDI note of middle C.
You're not going to use MIDI for a while.
Okay,
No
but
MIDI.
no MIDI.
No MIDI. We are not using any MIDI. You're going to be, because you have an analog, you have marbles. Here's what you need.
But I have a 505.
Here's what you need. You need to make sure. Here's your microphone so that I can.
Yeah, so we can.
You need to make sure that you have. You need
I
to
don't know
make
if
sure
it's
that
the
you
devil
have
or
your
the angel.
marbles.
Marbles.
Okay, working. You need to have your oscillator. You need to have an envelope, and you need to have a VCA.
Yes.
Everything else is extra.
I have all of those.
Okay, and everything else is extra.
Okay.
Okay, but those are the 4 things, because the marbles will trigger and sequence. It will trigger the envelope. It will sequence the oscillator, and then that will both of those will be patched into the VCA.
Okay.
And then the VCA will be patched out into either my mixer or your mixer or whatever. But you will also need an actual table.
Yeah, I'll need a table. I have a big folding table we could use, or I could actually, move the Sims thing out.
Here,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, we can figure that out. Okay.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Yes, we will. Okay.
These noises are the wrong noises.
Friend, I will make a mess as I leave. To the guitar amp? No, what, the mix? No, it will go into my... We'll send your modular stuff into my modular stuff.
Oh, so you can do your own mix.
Well, like, no. So, like, we can test it. Because we'll know that it works if it's working with my stuff.
That's true.
You know
That's true. Yeah, and I've spent a bit of time. Guitar amp or effect pedal. Thing is, this is line level, not modular level.
Yeah, that would be where you would want to get
like an amplifier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we'll talk about all
I can figure that out. Yeah, because if I get this as its own mix out or a channel in MIDI, but I think just audio out of this. Yeah,
Don't worry about the audio.
These are crusty.
All right, my friend.
All right, Julian.
Much love.
Everybody say
Much
goodbye
love
to
to all the
Julian.
people. You are all beautiful people. If anybody wants to ask more modular questions, Instagram, Zelikovich. Z-E-L-I... I forget how to spell my own name. K-O-V-I-C-H.
There you go, at
Instagram. Just Instagram. Zelikovich Music.
Okay.
On Instagram.
Zelikovich Music.
Zelikovich Music.
All right. Thanks for stopping by, Jules.
Thank you for having me.
The dog will...
Let me make sure I have all my stuff this time.
The dog will debrief you on the way out.
Yes. Anything I'm missing, I will get in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Here's your sign.
That's my sign. Yeah, this is supposed to be the rack mount thing, but
I saw the sign.
Zelikovich. So here, I have a command for it, actually. Julian. There's a link tree to Zelikovich with an I. Check out Julian's stuff. He does some cool stuff. He's way better at this stuff than me. All I'm able to do is make weird, harsh noises. I'm gonna have to learn this thing a little bit better because it seems like it's mostly good. It's just we've got some double pressing issues. We have a barely lit up selector here, and we have keys that happen to be in a vertical alignment going wrong. You see how this doesn't work? Actually, it might be we might be in a different mode. But anyway, going down here, we have sort of a general vertical thing going on. It seems like a column might have some trouble. Might be having a little trouble. These seem like they're just dirty. And then... Oh, that actually took. Okay. All right. So I think that's it. I'm gonna basically relegate myself to soldering. Oh, motion at the front door. So I'm gonna have to play. We're gonna have to play with this a little bit more. I think next stream, if we're up to it, we can take this thing apart and try to diagnose the bad column or row, or we can finish the spinny light because I'm still having trouble with that thing. There's something wrong with the MOSFET board that caused it to just be weird. That's why we got all these weird like negative 10 volts and stuff. It's something with that MOSFET board was going really weird. I don't know why it would behave that way, but when MOSFETs break, they sometimes do weird stuff. Usually they just go and then die and then that's it. But in the case of that board, something was awry. And then also, possibly off camera, because we've done this before. We've built one of these crimes and ornamentations before. I just wanted to do this while Julian was noodling around on his modular synthesizer. To factory reset to 505, hold shift while power on. Let's try that. Which one shift? What are shift? Shift. I've seen 2 different factory resets for this. I'm just looking for the button. Grid, groove, shuffle, octave, undo, shift. So shift is just about in the same vertical orientation as everything else. I found it, just as you said. So hold down shift, turn on, main screen turn on. Yeah, see, it doesn't listen to that. There's one where you hit a bunch of the buttons up here that might do it, but before that, I'm gonna have to figure out some of the, if you guys can hear this as well as I can. If I just barely hit this. You can hear this, like, multiple taps going on. Yeah, like that. It might be the micro switch is worn out. Yeah, that tapping like that, blah, 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 it should not sound like blah, 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 blah. And I think probably need to be in a different mode, don't I? Oh yeah, and it's not listening to me. None of these are working. That one works. Okay, well, I got my work cut out for me on this thing. I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to do more soldering, but I'm going to do that off air. So without you guys tagging along, we got a lot of cool stuff to work on, and I want to send Julian home with the microcrimes and ornamentation. So I'm going to get back to soldering. It's going to be exactly the thing that you saw me doing before, which is just cross-referencing all the U's and R's and C's until I run out. And once I run out, then I need to go look around for, if you hold it, it should ask you if you want to reset. It wasn't recognizing the press at all. Like, turn it off, hold shift, turn it on. Does its little boot up, and then it just puts me in a side trance. I'm still holding the button. Built-in diagnostic mode, I should check that out too. I gotta look it up. Yeah, I gotta look it up. It's been a long time. I used to have one of these, but I never really used it. I didn't actually like get into it, and then it was at my friend's house, and he sold it. Or no, it got stolen. I wonder if this is the same one. So I will need to learn how to use this thing once again. There's a lot to it. It's very menu heavy. I mean, I'm already kind of baffled looking at this stuff. So I think I need to find some nice YouTube videos as like a basics course. And then also I need to do the engineering part about this, which is to get it into diagnostic mode and explore what's wrong with it. Typically, the things that go wrong with a 555 are the keypad, because that sees a lot of hard use, and these flexible connections that are left in the sky to vibrate all over the place typically will be the harbinger of misconnected and disconnected stuff. But what I'm seeing in the keypad kind of speaks to me of, what am I saying? Like aged buttons that are getting kind of old. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be the entirety of it. I think it's definitely going to be more than that. But for now, I've got my plans with it, and we'll get into it together. We'll do this together. We'll bring this thing back. I'm gonna wrap up stream here. I've said it in the past. If I run out of things to do, which we haven't run out of things to do. But if I do run out of things to do, then I'm not gonna drag it on. And you guys have seen me soldering this thing already, part for part. So that's just gonna be my off-air task. This will be my Zen moment, listening to some other streamer and soldering. But thank you guys for joining myself as well as Julian on a slightly more musical stream. It's always nice to get Julian in here so that he can do his music thing. I'm not as musically talented as him, but we'll see if I can supplement that with things from the beginning of the digital age of music. We'll see if I can automate myself out of making music and not make AI dog shit. I'm not going to make AI music. I don't like it, and I'm not going to listen to it if you link me to it. I don't listen to your AI music. I'm sorry. Anyway, I didn't do the end card yet. I did the YouTube thumbnail and everything, but I need to do an end card, and I suspect that the next time that I'll stream will be Tuesday. So we will come back on Tuesday, which I have to look at a calendar again, which is always a little toxic. I think it's toxic planning ahead. The 19th. Oh, the introvert bother brain is having a panic attack because he has to help a friend with another robotic lawnmower on Monday. Ugh. Thank you, Lines and Squares. I know sometimes the music streams don't quite pan out and we don't get a ton of viewers because it's on Saturday and not during the week. So we had a pretty good crowd in here today. Question is, do I want to throw you guys at another streamer to make myself look cool? Let's see. Oh my God, he's got 4,000 people. Raba's doing War Thunder. That's akin to me sending you to prison, so I'm not going to do that. And then, no, nobody else really is streaming, so I am just going to end the stream. Juke Deck was fun AI music in 2014. ChatGPT music is crap. There's just something about it, you know? I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I kind of know when I'm listening to it, and it's just not it. So, all right, anyway, I'm out of here. I will catch you guys on Tuesday. Until then, you guys go and be prolific and have a good day, and I will see you in 2 days. Later. You know, this is always very clunky. I'm looking for where I need to put the scene in order to be like the end of stream. But the fact of the matter is, I should just be looking at my Stream Deck, and I got to get used to the new location because I'll typically throw you guys into the technical issues like in the middle of actually talking